All right, it's Thursday night. It's time for the BS sessions. And with me, as always, is my brother in arms, Jerry Supe. What's up, brother?
That is me. What's up, dude?
Nothing
Pretty
much, man.
fucking cold. I do not do cold fucking well at all. This is miserable. Dark, gloomy, cold shit.
Minus
Shite.
minus sunny 79 and a bunch of people at Disneyland.
Yo, mama. How about that?
Oh wow.
I love my job. Okay,
I'm at
sorry.
Before I
minus
introduce
nine.
everybody, our show tonight is going to be we're going to do our starter pack of albums, rock or metal, that would get people that didn't know much about rock and metal into rock and metal. Doesn't necessarily have to be our favorites, but good albums that would actually introduce them into rock, metal, whatever. I think you get the drift, right? I think all of us got the drift of this,
Yeah.
Dude,
right? Correct.
I
same.
Cool.
got a lot of mentions. Usually I don't have a lot of mentions because I kept taking in, taking out. I go, fuck, I'm just gonna mention him.
I didn't change.
It's like fucking A. Because
I
there's a lot
didn't.
of
I picked 11 albums, or otherwise I'd go out of my mind.
what's going on in
Yeah,
my
that's what I
mind.
do. Something like this, I go with my first 11 and I stick with it. Or I
Yep.
That's
just
what
go
I
nuts. Yeah.
usually do, but I kept saying, "Oh, you can't, you got, you, I said, "Stop!"
Yeah.
You,
Oh,
you
there's gonna be
second
some you guys
guessing
mention. I'll be
yourself,
like, yeah.
like I'm
There's gonna
doing
be
right now.
there's gonna be some that you mentioned. I'm gonna be like, oh man, that's a good one. But
I
it
know,
is what it
right?
is. But anyway, let's introduce our guest. Mark Daly, what has he got on fucking oh god, time for change. Oh dude.
I,
What's up,
I
dude?
I actually tried to change it, but that doesn't
Oh,
appear.
without you too?
So
Jeez.
next time I appear on a show, it's gonna say I got my hair cut at the cutting crew, but like CRU with the even it has the double U that's for you though, cutting crew. Do you guys have that haircut place at all? Cutting crew.
No.
Okay. It's
No.
like it's a chain. It's not very good.
You
Uh,
just died in their scissors tonight. I
Yeah.
don't
bleh.
Uh-huh. That's a good song, I'm telling
I
you.
do
It,
love
it,
that
it is
song.
it is not.
Isn't it hot? I forgot that. It doesn't hot tub
Nope.
time machine.
No.
I don't know.
Great soundtrack in that movie, by the way.
Yeah.
And then my brother from Heavy Water 77, Joseph Staub. How you doing, dude? Check
Doing
him out on
good.
craniumradio.com Sunday nights at 9 Eastern. He puts on a great show. Check it out.
Thank you.
Sunday,
Thank you.
Sunday, Sunday,
Sunday,
Sunday.
Sunday,
Sunday,
Sunday.
Sunday, Sunday.
Yeah, no, it's cold up here too, but I love the cold, so
I
I'm in my
fucking can't
element.
stand it.
What's the temperature?
Right now, it's actually not too bad. Earlier this week, it was
Mhm.
bitter cold out. Let me see what it is right now.
30 and snowing at the moment.
It's 30 here as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
I just want to say
Such
Heavy
balls.
Water has 99 subscribers, so if anybody's watching this, be the 100th subscriber. Why not?
Yeah,
yeah.
really. We'll give you
It's a
something
nice
special.
number,
We
100.
will, yeah, we will give you 5 stars. Don't know
Hey,
what that
yeah.
means, but we'll get you 5 stars.
Well,
It's a cool show. We enjoy doing it.
three of those subscribers are me, this show, and Freeform. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
you,
yeah,
you need
yeah.
So
more.
we got the bots on our side.
I'm
Yeah.
not the
Number
bot.
four here.
I'm a person.
You know, to get subscribers, you could give away an album, kind of like when remember you gave away the Megadeth.
I still got it for you.
Yeah,
if
but
you
I,
want it.
I only give away albums I don't want.
Because that one doesn't have the Sammy
Yeah.
Hagar song on there.
You
Yeah,
got doubles.
I only give away albums that I don't want, and I
And
don't.
I do have an extra CD of the Wood and Nickel era. Maybe I'll do that something. Wood
Well,
and
just
Nickel
send
era
that to me. I don't have that.
Oh, okay.
Mark,
Well,
it
never
is
mind then.
$7.
Yeah, it's pretty cheap. Yeah.
It is $7 on Amazon.
Hey, if I could get it for
Probably get it on
free,
eBay for 5, you know?
Yeah.
Probably.
if I could get it for free, why not?
Costs more to ship it.
Yeah, honestly.
You're not Amazon then, I guess. Okay.
And then Tim Wirasnik, how you doing? I'm getting better with your name, ain't I?
Yes, you are.
Yeah,
And
just
I'm
takes a little
doing
practice.
just fine. It is 14 degrees here, and with the
Looks
wind
like
chill, it's minus 9
14? Woo!
Jeez.
in western New Hampshire.
I
So
want to check my temperature.
I wish
hence
I
the toque and the hoodie.
I wish I had a bell like Dan Patrick when somebody says how tall they are and their weight, and he goes ding ding. When you guys talk about the weather, I go ding ding. I need one of those bell that.
I got 50.
Mark, you don't need any more
That's my
toys for this show.
Matter of fact, I just got weighed at the VA. I am 5'7" and I weigh 184 pounds,
Fat fuck.
which is
Yeah.
down from 280.
Oh shit.
Oh,
I was 300.
Congratulations. I am.
Not easy, but it feels good, don't it?
Well, you're tall,
Abso-fucking-lutely,
dude.
man.
Yeah, I'm 6'3".
You're 6'3".
And yes, Jerry, it does.
Well, I'm
I'm telling you, man.
I'm 6'1" and 280, and I used to be 340. So
You notice it once you lose 10 pounds. Every 10 pounds, it seems you notice more. Feel your knees feel better, your body feels better. It's just fucking great.
But
I'm never going back to
I
where
got down
was.
to 240 and I felt weak. It was weird.
Well, my sister-in-law said it. You can see it in your face, and I went, "What was I,
Yeah.
a Kool-Aid man, and nobody told me?"
Dude, I had this fucking big old fat ass face.
Yep.
Shit, I look like a fucking
Yep.
Jerry
whatever.
hates it when I put up old pictures. Fat ass.
Oh, I fucking this one's at Rocket Pod, man. Holy shit, he was that blimp next to you, man. Fuck.
Charles? Oh, wait, no. Oh, okay. Sorry.
I'll put it to you
Then
this
you got
way.
Jimmy.
I lay down in bed at night, and on my back, I can feel my
Yeah.
rib.
I can actually sleep without waking my wife up from snoring. It feels great, dude. Fucking, she says I'm quiet. She has to check me sometimes to make sure I'm breathing. I'm so quiet now, sleeping. But
She goes, wake up and go back to sleep like the Three Stooges. Wake up.
no, my cat makes sure of that.
Okay.
You know,
Oh,
cat
God.
sleeps 18 hours a day, but the 6 hours that they're up, it's from 12 midnight to like.
Dude, I get up to
Oh,
go to
yeah.
the bathroom
Oh,
and
yeah.
they both attack me and they go, meow, meow, meow. I go,
I
dude,
make
go
sure.
to
I
bed.
make sure. I make sure I return the favor sometimes too when they're sleeping.
Well, I
But-
I do wake their asses up too. I go, wake up.
My cat loves to meow.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
all night long, that's all you hear.
Oh, mine only meow when I get up. So
Jimmy James Shorts, how you doing, dude?
Good, good.
Hey.
I'm about 20 degrees and in constant lake effect snow here in central New York. So I'm in the thick
Yeah.
of it with you guys. So it's
you guys
well, excluding you.
and Tim's in Florida.
Oh, man.
Well,
Mark's in Florida.
53.
Mark's in Florida. Oh, there I go. again.
53. 53.
I guess we have a cold front that came through.
No shit. I remember when living down there, it was like 50 degrees, and it was actually felt really fucking cold, man. I remember that.
It's a great place to come and visit because I had the New York Mets about 40 minutes south of me for spring training.
Ew.
Port St. Lucie. Used to have
Yeah,
the
the Reds used-
Dodgers. Used to have the Dodgers in Vero Beach, but they said
Dodgers got out of there. They go,
yeah,
fuck that
they said make us a new stadium. And
Hey,
Vero
it
Beach-
kinda
Reds used to be in Plant City. We used to go in there and watch games.
And
all
now
the
I can
time.
go to
Red Sox
Arizona.
is
Now I
playing
can go to
down there.
Arizona and watch some spring training and not go to the
The
other
Red Sox,
coast.
I think, are Fort Myers area.
Yeah.
I think, if I remember.
No,
right.
they're not. They were Clearwater, but I don't know where they are.
Oh, I thought they were maybe not. Okay.
Didn't the Giants used to be in Florida too, and they moved to Arizona also? I think so. Yeah. All the West Coast teams finally moved when they made a complex in Arizona. Pretty cool.
Anyway, Mark, let's start with some BS, dude.
All right, before we get into BS, we have no deaths this week, at least that I know of, so don't tell me. I'm happy.
There's been a couple minor ones. I won't mention
All right, let's have a happy one. I don't know if this is happy. Wishing a
them.
very
Actually,
happy.
I don't. I'm sorry, Mark. I don't mean minor deaths in the sense that their death didn't mean anything. I'm sorry.
You don't
That
need to
sounded cold. I
explain
didn't mean
yourself.
it.
It's people we probably don't really know. That's what it means. But a death, their family knows them, so it ain't minor.
Just be careful because I actually was about to post Mean Joe Green had died. Then Mark's like, "Are you sure?" And the messenger, and it was bogus. So that's the thing about
Lynn
Facebook.
Swan died yesterday for some reason.
I think Simon Cowell died like 20 times already. I think. Yeah.
Well, I'm wishing a very
Jimmy Page too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm wishing a very happy birthday to 67-year-old Motley Crue Nikki Sixx.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Snapperhead.
We talked enough about that asshole last week.
I know, so we're done with that.
That-
But
this-
happy birthday to someone, probably me, and I think Jimmy might know him, and I know Joseph knows him. Chester Thompson is 77 today.
Yep.
Happy birthday,
Amazing.
Chester.
Amazing
drummer.
Chester Thompson. Yeah.
Nikki Sixx. Remember, he said musicians should act their age.
Yep.
Not 25. Well, stop dyeing your hair, bitch. All right. Yeah.
Start
Your
calling
hair is
yourself
probably a
Frank.
wig.
Oh, it's a wig.
It's probably a wig.
Well, this is something, and I'd like to apologize on the air to Triumph, because Rick Emmett did an interview with Eddie Trunk, like at Cabo or whatever, something down in Mexico, and he said, "Yeah, I'll probably fly in for 3 or 4 shows, and we'll have these other 3 guys do it, try it 2.0, you know." But no, they're actually all 3 of them with the other 3 are doing, except Mike Levine will be iffy on some shows, but Rick and Gil will be there, man. I hope they add an LA show. I would like to
But
see
they
that.
still didn't say how many songs a night they're playing.
That's true. Yeah.
Well, they did say,
If they-
well, Rick could walk off the stage, I could walk off the stage, and then come back, and
Yeah.
back and forth.
If they come near here, they don't have no Nashville dates yet. I think the closest near me is Chicago, I think. But hopefully they'll add more
They
dates.
gotta play LA, man. Come on. They were
To
huge
me,
here.
that means that the two of them are coming out on stage for Lay It on the Line and Magic Power, and that's
Pretty
about it.
much, yeah. Maybe Fight the Good Fight. That's
I
about
get to
it,
see
yeah.
that. We'll find out next year, right?
Well, it's
find
going to
out.
be a hit. It's not going to be some album track. I'll tell you that. Whatever they
Yeah.
play.
Oh, absolutely.
You guys gonna go see Triumph? Anybody near?
They're not coming anywhere near me.
You're not going to
If they
Tampa?
come near, I will.
I would go see them if they came to LA. I still
Yeah.
can't get Rush tickets. They're playing 4 shows here. I can't get them, and I'm pissed off because at least I know they'll play the whole show. Those two.
How it'll sound, who knows?
Getty still sounds. Getty stopped trains his voice now for the last
Okay.
tour. So, well, at least that's what he said. But what was Ghost's last album, Jerry? I can't announce
Skeletá?
it.
Skeletá?
Skeletá.
Skeletá, yeah, Skeletá.
It has officially been crowned the album of the year by Metal Hammer, as voted by Metal Hammer staff and team of contributors. Metal?
Yep,
Yeah.
Metal?
absolutely.
Their look, not the music.
They got metal, they got pop, they have different genres.
Their
dude.
music is fucking 80s pop.
Whatever, dude.
And
Then,
new
then
wave.
you should love it.
The only reason you're bringing that up is to fucking get on my nerves. And it ain't gonna work tonight, buddy.
I like 9 songs. Shit. But it
Keeps
ain't
going
metal.
up.
We're not up to 10 yet.
It ain't
No, they don't
metal.
suck then.
It
You
ain't
keep
metal.
saying they suck if you like
How many
9
albums
songs.
they have
Yeah.
out, Jerry?
6.
Okay, 6
Six
albums. I
studio
like
albums.
9
Bunch
songs.
of-
So
Okay.
you like basically an album's worth.
Yeah, an album's worth. They're not metal. They're just they're music.
Whatever, dude. We're
Their
not gonna
look
have this
is
argument
metal.
right now. We're not gonna have this
It's like
argument.
that other. What's that other band? Sleep Token.
Oh, yeah, they're actually bad. Like, they're awful.
They are a bad band.
They're Jerry, you got mad when I called them Ghost Junior because they suck.
Because you're just trying. You try to lure me in with this dumb shit,
I'm
dude.
just
I'm
saying.
not buying it.
I'm
No,
not,
they want to be Ghost, but
they
they
want
suck.
to be Ghost. I wasn't trying to get you on that one at all.
Okay.
I was just saying. I was making fun of them trying to be Ghost. We already
Ghost
got
is
a
selling
Ghost.
out arenas. Ghost is selling out arenas right now. What's a lot of these other
So
bands
is
doing
Sleep
right now?
Token for some reason.
Not as much as Ghost.
No.
By themselves, no openings this time around. So
And-
somebody likes them.
And you're a Breaking Benjamin fan, Joseph. What the fuck is up with Breaking Benjamin?
I didn't look into it.
Guess what music they'll be playing? They got a new
Benjamin.
singer. They got 3 members of old Breaking Benjamin with a new
Well,
singer.
That band is so messy. So what happened was back in like 2010, they were taking a hiatus, and Ben, the lead singer, he was sick or something. And the rest of the band basically had a coup and put out this greatest hits album without his permission and did all this stuff. So he fired the entire band. And ever since, it's been him and a bunch of other musicians who, honestly, to me, having seen them as many times as I have live, the current lineup is way better. The current lineup is amazing. So I couldn't give a shit less what these other 3 musicians do.
Yeah, I like Breaking Benjamin. I need to listen to them more. I got a lot of their stuff. But then, yeah. Mike Portnoy calls out fans enjoying their Spotify wrap-ups while artists starve. What do you guys think about that?
It is what it is, man. Can't stop it.
You'll never see me posting one of those.
I did post mine because it was a joke. Do you see how much I streamed on Amazon?
Almost none.
Almost nothing.
I didn't post. I didn't hardly either.
You know
I mean,
what
somebody
was
still got
streamed? It was
thousands.
albums I streamed I didn't own for the podcast because I wasn't.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna go buy that Paralandra, and stuff like that I liked when we reviewed
That's
it.
a good fucking band, dude.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
that's a great band, man. I like them, man. New rock and roll. Go support it, man. Anybody else got to say about the Spotify ripping off artist?
They've been doing it for years.
Yeah, they can't. It's not. They can't stop it.
I love growing up rock, but they're always fucking giving out Spotify playlists. Sonny Pooney and Stephen Michaels, stop that shit. Stop
And
promoting a fucking CEO who tells artists to make more music if you want to make money. Fuck that
they
shit.
seem to agree with it because you don't see any lawsuits towards Spotify.
Yeah, well, they're
trying. They're trying.
pulling
The
up a lot of
government.
Go ahead.
That's what Gene Simmons is going to Congress to talk about something. I think they're trying to do something like legally
Gene Simmons should worry about putting together a decent Gene Simmons solo album.
Well, Asshole was pretty
Make people
horrible.
Asshole sucked. That
I
album
said,
sucked.
you
sucked
didn't let me
balls.
finish. I said, pretty horrible.
Oh, that shitty cover of that. What's that fucking song?
Firestarter.
G.
Yeah, I know what you're
Firestarter.
talking
Yeah,
about.
God
Dude,
awful.
that original song is horrible too.
Well, yeah, they
Yeah.
suck.
I hate Prodigy. Yeah, guess who
That dude
had to-
died, I think, didn't he?
He
Yeah,
did.
he did.
The lead
Guess
singer,
who?
yeah.
I did like Smack My Bitch Up, but
I went and saw Linkin Park and they opened for them and they were horrible. I went out and just sat by the thing and drank beer till they were done. Came back for
no wonder
Linkin
the lead
Park.
singer offed himself.
Yeah, true. But man, I'm just saying, stop supporting streaming, man. Go buy a shirt. Go buy a concert ticket. If you want rock music to survive, you got to support these guys or not. We're just gonna get Beyonce and Taylor Swift in arenas, and rock. All we got is these old farts that are gonna die in 10 years. What's rock gonna do, man? I brought this up on a freeform with Tim after show the other day, and I'm just saying, man, we need to promote that. If it's Ticketmaster and fucking Live Nation ain't gonna support new music, we need to support them enough where Ticketmaster fucking notices them and get them on there, man. Get them in
It's
arenas.
gonna be it's gonna be something on the lines of the Beatles, man. That big to break rock and roll. I mean, something's got to really
I
come
said
up
it on
that
your
just.
show. Live Nation and Ticketmaster are not going to back bands that aren't guaranteed.
No.
But what are they gonna do when all these bands that are guaranteed are croaking?
They'll have new artists that will be considered
They will be
guaranteed.
promoting non-rock artists because that's what they do now.
Well, I'll give Ghost
look
credit.
who
At least they're out
sells
there.
out. Taylor Swift. Like, this is the kind of stuff Ticketmaster wants.
Well, at least Ghost sells out. Why don't you produce some?
And her people will pay fucking $500 a ticket,
Mhm.
so they don't care about the ticket prices.
Fucking people are paying for rock artists who are gonna die like the Rolling Stones.
That's
And
why I
then-
won't pay that money.
And then Foreigner reunite with Lou Gramm for a Ford Deluxe tour this December. I think that's cool because I've seen him live. He still could sing, not as high, but they do bring it down a little bit. He still hits those low notes, man.
Now,
Really good.
is he coming out for a few songs, or he's going to do every song?
No, he's gonna probably do. I hope he does the whole thing. Well, he
Oh,
has-
there's no way he's doing the
There's
whole
no
show.
fucking
I saw
way.
him do a tour like 3 years ago. He's really
There is
good.
no
Oh,
way
well,
they go out there.
I would
with
love
him
to see
doing a
that.
full
I'd
tour.
love to see that, Mark. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think it's going to happen.
They're probably going to do what they've been doing for the last couple of years. He comes out and sings Jukebox Hero, takes a bow, and leaves.
He was
I thought
pissed
they had a
off.
stinger after Kelly left. I thought they
They
had
do.
a
It's a
singer.
guitar player now, or whatever
Yeah.
his name is.
Okay.
But side note, today on the way to work, I was like, had my windows open. I said, I want to fucking hear Double Vision because I was thinking of this show tonight, and I was just jamming Double Vision, and all of a sudden I'm at a stoplight. I look over, and this guy's going at me, and his kid's like looking at his dad. What the fuck, Dad? And he's like giving the devil horns, and I go, right on, dude. Foreigner Double Vision rules. I was like, rock is not dead. And that dad he looked about 30, 35. He had a little like 3 or 4-year-old kid in the seat. I thought that was fucking pretty cool. And then we got some Star Wars news, man. I'm excited about this. The original version of the 1977 Star Wars will return to theaters on February 19th, 2027 for the 50th anniversary. No special edition! What do you guys think about that?
I think it's cool. I'd love to see that in the original. I mean, it's like fucking what, a year and a half away? 2 years
Yeah.
away?
Oh, I'm good.
George Lucas will still find a way in that time to copyright block it.
Pretty much, yeah.
I'm 100% honest with you. Them announcing it this far out, there's no way that makes the theaters.
Really?
Well, first of all, who knows what theaters are going to be like in a year and a half?
True, that's a good
Theaters are
point.
doing pretty good. I'm going to theaters.
Honestly,
Pretty busy.
they would probably make more money off of it by just putting it on Disney Plus. Just what everybody wants is for them to put the original versions on Disney Plus.
I have the original version of Jedi on DVD still.
Oh yeah, I have those original versions. Plus, I have like the fan edits that like the fans take the Blu-ray version, so it's in high def, and edit all of it out.
Nice.
And if you watch it on Disney Plus, the popcorn's a lot cheaper.
Mm-hmm.
But if you watch certain films on Disney Plus, they take out a lot of they edit those fucking films. Physical media, bitches. Physical media. The Splash movie, they took out Daryl Hannah's butt on the Statue of Liberty, but when she's swimming, you see her boobs and her nipples. That makes no sense.
It sounds like Mark has done his research.
Yeah, right.
Oh shit, Daryl Hannah was hot back then. I was like, I want a mermaid. Mom, can we go on a ship and find a mermaid? Mark, there is no mermaids. What? And then Weird Science, Mom, can you give me a computer so I can make a girl? Mark, you can't do that. I go, what? Fucking movies lie to me. Oh shit. And then speaking of Kiss, I don't know what the fuck's going on, but Gene Simmons apologized about Ace. What's going on with what did Gene Simmons say that's been uproar? Somebody tell me this. I didn't read it.
He basically implied that Ace didn't die from falling down the stairs. He said no one dies from falling down the stairs. He died because of bad decisions.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is
You know
ridiculous.
what? The timing is awful too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When they did that whole thing with last weekend with the Kennedy Center, like not the right time.
Yeah.
People
he had to get his dig in, and like he's so bipolar about it because he loved the guy. Like he was the one guy that would still go out and do shows with him and do all kinds of stuff and like do collaborations, but he always had to get the digs in like he was better than Ace. That was what it was. Ace was a drug addict. Ace was a drinker. Gene didn't do those things.
That we know of.
No, I do believe him about that.
What about Paul? I see Paul drinking wine.
Oh no, yeah, Paul never professed to
Paul,
not.
Yeah,
he just controlled his excesses. He didn't get the way that Ace and Peter did.
Oh, okay.
Social drinker.
I think Gene says because of his grandma he would never drink or something like that when he drugs.
I think Gene needs a drink. Seriously,
I think
chill the fuck out.
I think Gene needs an enema.
So he's just trying to stay relevant.
He needs to clean himself out, man, and shut the fuck up, dude. I know he loved Ace. With that, he brought Ace on his like $10,000 box set tour, and even Vinny. He's more forgiving than Paul. Think about that. Oh my God! Anything to say about that, Jimmy?
No, I just I think both those guys. Even if you look at the footage from their cruise that they did in Vegas, Paul's tribute to Ace was extremely flippant, and he even said something to the effect of we had our problems in the past or whatever. It's not the sort of thing you say when you're trying to memorialize someone who just passed away. It just, those guys both have their moments where they lack empathy, class. I think Gene is probably he seems a little more human than Paul does.
He's
Paul,
almost human.
Close, really close. So yeah.
Shout out to Dr. Fuck.
Peter better watch out. He's all on his own now.
Yes.
Well, they were posting that picture from the Kennedy Center where Gene was like, Gene at least seemed happy to see Peter, and Paul's just standing there like with the most sourpuss look on his face.
They had a photo that Stallone was dividing Peter. I was going, what is this? Why aren't they all standing together?
The fourth member of Kiss, Sylvester Stallone.
Yep.
I think all of those 3 remaining members of Kiss need to get a fucking reality check.
They're all assholes.
Peter's not.
Oh, Peter's done some stuff.
Peter was super nice when I met him. He was incredibly kind. But
I think
maybe back in his drug days he might have done some stuff, but everyone says that he couldn't be a nicer guy.
Godzilla had a bad experience with him, I think.
I met him at the same event.
Oh,
it was the exact same event. It was the Chicago. I had the exact opposite because the first year Peter was there, second year Ace was there. Ace, did not have a good experience with him.
Nobody
and
like.
and I didn't get it. I was 18, 19 years old, and I was meeting my guitar hero for the first time, and he kind of just didn't talk and snubbed me. So, for kind of since then, I haven't wanted to meet anybody that is of any sort of celebrity status. But it's just funny how Ian and I had completely opposite experiences at the same.
Whoa!
It's true what they say. Careful when
he
meets your idols. Careful when he meets your idols. He might be disappointed.
Yeah.
I mean, the the surviving members of Kiss, you're not making any albums anymore. You're not gonna. Kiss is dead. You had your run. Great. Enjoy it. You know, and it seems like all of them when they get together are pissed off at each other.
Yeah.
You know, it's like bygones be bygones. I mean, you know, nobody's getting any younger. You know, and pretty soon all of you are going to be in that pine box. You might as well go there with a smile on your face, you know. But they seem to throw knives at each other when they're together. So,
That's why I
and
think
I
when
don't
they're
know why,
together, it's not
because
bad.
it
It's
took
when
every
they're.
member of that band to make that band successful.
I think
No,
they're
yeah,
worse. They're not.
yeah.
They're not bad when they're together. They're bad when they're apart afterwards. That's when they.
Yeah.
They don't. I don't think they can say that in front of each other. They don't look like
No.
I don't even have the balls to say anything that they've said away from each other to each other. You know, not in public anyway.
Yeah, I agree with that. But I met Oingo Boingo, three members, the former members. They were really nice to me.
Oh, would you get off the fucking Oingo Boingo shit?
But it's
Jesus
true.
Christ,
It's
they
not.
suck,
Trust
they
me,
always suck,
I
and
guarantee
they
you, it's
will
not gonna.
always
It's not gonna be
suck.
the last time that those assholes are on the show tonight.
PTSD.
Well, yeah, they
Fucking
might be in
Oingo
a
Boingo.
mention. They're at the end on that. But
Boingo Boingoitis.
let's see what we got here. Did you guys hear about the ex now football coach jail out herself after filing inappropriate relationship with a staff member?
What else is new?
Sharon Moore led the Wolverines to 93 record this season, finishing 18th in the college football playoff rankings. What the fuck, dude? I don't.
It's a scary story, and their athletic director got fired today too because he let it happen.
Oh shit! I heard he
See-
was like scamming other people in that thing too, like trolling women.
And I haven't heard the whole story, but I heard he was in custody, and so, which obviously there's more to it than just like he was
No, so
messed around with a
what
girl.
happened was he had like a mental break last night, and he was threatening his wife, and then like drove away and went and broke into the girl's house and was like threatening to kill himself, and that's why
Yeah.
they arrested him.
Yeah.
And
A lot of that.
they fired the
Go ahead, Joe.
athletic director today because he knew that the guy was not in a good mental space, fired him by himself with no HR people involved. No, like they literally, Michigan has one of the biggest law schools in the country, had no legal anybody in the room when he did it, knew the mental situation that this guy was in, and just let him leave.
They probably
Oh,
gave
so
him a
the-
nice severance package.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll probably get more than
I'm
that.
sure it'll be all right.
Man, but you know what I want to tell you guys why
But at the same time, fuck Michigan.
I don't care
Hate
about
that
college
school.
football.
Hate the
Marcus
Wolverines.
Freeman would never do that. Marcus
Fuck
Freeman
college
would
football
never.
right now.
What the hell are these college people doing? I mean, they're trying to be the NFL for Christ's sake.
Yeah, it's the joke. The bowl
That's all it
season
is right now. That's all it is.
The bowl
It's money
season.
and
The bowl shit season is what it is now. Yep.
But you got this new poll that says 54% of adults say they drink alcohol. The economy or cultural reset. Americans are rethinking how alcohol fits in their lives, and change is happening fast. I'm just gonna say, this is why the kids have no balls today. Fucking drink some whiskey.
alcohol
Get some
fits in my
fucking
life pretty
alcohol in
nice.
your system, you fucking bitches. That's why you're so triggered. You ain't drinking. You wouldn't care if you were drinking.
Well, no, they drink White Claws.
I didn't say that.
No, thank you.
Well, you're okay. We don't got. You're good not drinking. I love you, but I'm just going. I was like, they're not drinking. Alcohol is still selling, so I don't know what
Oh
the
yeah,
fuck
I
you're
mean,
talking.
and what did you say? 54%?
Yeah,
And I'm like, nah,
That's no,
Talk about it.
that's horseshit. More like 97%. And if people in this country drink.
I'm drinking
There
right
we
now.
go.
Ultra. That. You know what? Have you seen Landman, Jerry?
That's that Billy Bob show.
Yeah, it's really good.
No, I haven't watched it yet.
He said he quit
I
drinking.
like Taylor Sheridan stuff.
He
though, so.
said he quit drinking. And he says, but you're drinking Michelob Ultra. And he says, that's water that ain't alcohol. He did say that in the show. I was waiting to use that line. But because he always asks for Michelob Ultra in the show. Yeah, so check that show out, dude. It's really fucking good, by the way.
No, I'm not.
Huh?
You just fucking ruined it for me now. I'm not going to watch it.
It's only one line in the
Making
show.
fun of Michelob Ultra. Fuck them.
No, but Billy Bob is drinking it still. All right, man. I think this is funny. Managers at In-N-Out Burger appear to be fed up with the viral 6-7 meme where teams go wild whenever someone blurts out the number. Because what's happening when they call number 67, people are actually coming into In-N-Out waiting for them to call 6-7. So they go, yeah, and start dancing and doing and causing a ruckus over 6-7. What the fuck is wrong with people?
If you think
Fucking
In-N-Out's
Tide Pod
bad,
bitches.
try to go into a school once right now.
Oh, shit.
I see it every freaking day. It is ridiculous.
So do you know what In-N-Out did? They go from 66 to 68. They took out 67 from their number ticketing system. It's just
I don't know. When I grew up, I went to my friend's house, had a couple of beers, listened to music, and partied. I didn't fucking yell 67 in fucking public. You know what I mean? What the
You
fuck?
know what we said?
What?
69, dudes.
Nice.
But me, I know if things got too heavy in school, I just went out to my car and blasted music.
Yeah.
You know.
But the thing is,
No, these kids don't know what music is.
These kids are Tide Podding, planking, and ghost writing, and now they're 67 each other. I don't fucking know.
Oh, planking. Fucking when we owned the store in my town, I was sitting there, we're right on the main drag, and this kid was walking across the street, and all of a sudden he stops and fell down. And I didn't know what the fuck happened to him, and I ran across the street, and I'm like, "You all right? You all right?" And he's laying there, and he goes, "Yeah, I'm planking." And I'm like, "What the fuck is planking?"
Being stupid.
I never felt more old in my life.
Well, planking, and then they get out of their cars and they're running by their cars and filming it when nobody goes riding their cars. I used to go to ride bikes, but bikes wouldn't kill somebody if nobody was driving it.
I mean, we used to do Chinese fire drills, but that was about it.
Well, speaking of Sleep Token, they have the #1 song on New York Times, the best songs of 2025. New York Times, you suck. Just saying that. And Michael Sweet, a Striper, called out what he sees hypocrisy among metal fans, saying they refuse to listen to a band because of its Christian message, while freely embracing Slayer and other bands with satanic themes, urging listeners to judge music itself rather than the lyrics. What do you guys think of that?
Well, I call hypocrisy on Michael Sweet, so fuck yeah.
Sure, I agree with him.
Yeah.
I think, he's throwing Bibles off the stage and all that, and meanwhile, one of the members of his band was a fucking drug addict. So, fuck him.
I will go back to Slayer more than I'll go to Striper, though.
I don't.
Yeah.
But he also has been diagnosed with cancer.
Hold on. That's what I was going to say. Go ahead, Mark. I was going to say that.
Oh, he's also been diagnosed with cancer, so I put them both together. So
yeah, that's not cool. I think it looks positive, though. I think the outlook's looking good.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
I'll just say God works in mysterious ways.
I'd just say Michael Sweet wasn't afraid to play with Slayer. Slayer was afraid to play with Striper. So
No, Slayer just thought they were dweebs.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I don't think
they're not
fear.
dweebs. They're better musicians than Slayer, by the way, except for the drummer.
They feared him.
Except for the drummer. I think Michael Sweet is way better than Jeff Hanneman.
They're both pretty solid fucking players on both bands.
I was going to say, I tuned into Jerry's show this week. Plug for Jerry's show, and he played "Soldiers Under Command," and that was, in the chat. One of the things I highlighted is Oz and Michael are probably the most underrated lead guitar duo.
Yeah.
I mean, those guys can flat out play. I mean, they, full on doing harmonized leads.
Absolutely.
And I know people get on Michael.
Brain cancer.
Yeah.
Playing guitar up on stage. Last year when I saw him, he's recovering from his brain cancer and he was sitting on a stool the whole show, but still ripped it.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Yeah. I know he was afraid of certain treatments because he was worried that he wouldn't be able to play. That
Yeah.
And
you
now
know,
he's like spotty. He plays like shows up sometimes now.
yeah.
He's kind of taking it easy. But Jerry, which version did you play? Second Coming or original?
The original.
Ah, Second Coming's way better. I love that version better. It's got more balls. But let's get into the show, Jerry.
All right. Top 11. Some guy walks up to you and says, "Look, man, I want you to get me into rock and heavy metal. What would you recommend?" Time for Change, Without You. What's your number 11?
Oh,
Are we
we're just
doing- are
doing
we
one
doing
at
Heavy
a time.
metal
time?
and rock. Heavy metal and
Three at a
rock.
time. Yeah, three at a time. Yes, three at a time.
Three at a
Metal or
time.
rock. Yep.
All right, number 11, Tesla, Mechanical Resonance.
And
Number
why?
10, Rush, 2112.
What?
Rush,
You're
2112.
supposed to say why, Mark.
You're supposed to say
Oh.
why.
Oh, Tesla, it kicks ass. It's all killer, no filler. I love
Kicks
Why
ass,
would you
Tesla, man.
why would you give it to somebody who doesn't know rock and roll?
Why? Because it's awesome. It's an awesome album. I saw him open up for
Okay,
Def Leppard.
fair enough.
Like smoke,
So
man.
do I.
What else you want me to say? The album kicks ass. It kicks
That's true.
ass. You know what? No, Modern Day Cowboy.
I'm glad you guys have a
Coming at
Tesla.
You Live. The dual leads. A little bit of mixing of the ballads would cover my before my eyes and everything. You know, there's not one song on the album that I don't like it. So it's great.
Before My
album.
Eyes is a cover song?
No, Little
No, I
Susie's a
said
cover
they mix it
song.
up
Oh, Little
with
Susie
Before My
is.
Eyes.
Yeah. I think it said Before My Eyes. Like,
Oh
don't
no,
know.
I was
Yeah.
about to say Cover My Eyes. I
Oh, okay.
So that's
That's a
why.
Marillion song.
Like good.
Perfect, dude.
All right. Next.
Did you do your 9?
No, I thought we were doing 3.
I thought you did 3. Okay.
He
11,
did-
10, 9,
no.
right?
Number 10.
He did
I
one.
Explain why. Rush 2112. Well, there's not really much to explain. The album is this classic.
Just
you know?
fucking buy it and listen to it, right?
Yeah, just listen to it. But don't forget to flip it over. You know, everybody's like, wow, 2112. Holy crap. That was an unbelievable,
Flip
song.
it over. How do you do that on stream?
You
Because I
flip,
only-
flip that album over because you know what? I actually enjoy the second side more.
Oh, I like
sometimes.
Twilight Zone a
Honestly, like a Past the Bangkok,
Tears.
Twilight Zone, Lessons, Tears,
Tears.
Something for Nothing.
But
Wow.
I don't think you did your 9. You only did Rush and
He
Tesla.
didn't yet.
I'm getting
Mark,
to it.
Let
Okay.
him talk.
Okay, my bad.
No, but I'm just saying, but there was some show, I think it's something about Goldberg or something like that, and one nerd is trying to show Rush to this
Goldberg.
broad.
Yeah.
Oh my God. These people in these shows just drive me crazy. Why are they playing Tom Sawyer, which is a song you hear on the radio all the time? Of course, I would not play Tom Sawyer. You got to play 2112. That's what you have to play. 2112. Not Tom Sawyer.
I will argue that point later with you.
Gosh, Tom Sawyer. You know what? Honestly, I hear Tom Sawyer on the radio. Guess what I do?
Yeah,
But-
but that's because you've
What?
heard it 50,000 times, Mark.
But
Yeah,
somebody
I've
hasn't listened to
changed
Rush.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I know that I heard that song somewhere before is what they'll say.
You know,
Oh, yeah.
I would never turn off Tom Sawyer. I'd
If-
never turn
Oh,
off
come
Tom
on.
Sawyer.
100%. If I
I
would-
don't need. I think I need
100% if I was putting a Rush album on this list, it was going to be Moving Pictures.
Yeah.
No.
Do that
Well,
intro.
If I'm trying to get somebody
opening
into an
note.
album,
Yeah.
Yeah.
2112.
2112 would overwhelm people.
It would.
Just that
That's
opening
what I'm
note from
thinking.
Tom Sawyer.
Guess
is
what?
Awesome.
Guess what? Too bad. That's what I'm going to give him.
I
Okay, fine,
agree
it's your
with you
pick.
totally,
It's your
Joseph, on
pick.
that. I go back.
Anyway,
I mean, Tom
so
Sawyer, that opening is just so iconic.
my number and okay, now my
know.
number 9 is Rainbow Rising.
That's a
Great
good one.
album.
Good one.
Stargazer, I was listening to it again today. I can listen to that song pretty much every day of the rest of my life. I believe Stargazer is the most perfect rock song ever written for me. I just think it's perfect. You know,
Dream
from
Theater
the
does
drum
a
intro to
great
the
cover of
ending,
it.
Dio's, the lyrics, the vocals, the lead by Richie Blackmore. Perfect. And of course, the rest of the album kicks ass too. All killer, no filler. Rainbow Rising. That's my 3. Tesla, Rush, Rainbow. You probably thought I was going to pick Motley Crue, but no.
All right, Jill, you're next, man.
All right, so my list is not in any particular order because all of these albums are amazing. I'm going to start out with the first album that I ever listened to. And this is far from my favorite album from this band. But if I was going to recommend one album to get someone into rock and roll, if I'm handing them a Kiss album, I'm going to hand him Destroyer. It is not my favorite Kiss album, even close, but you get such a great sampling of what Kiss is like on this album. You get Detroit Rock City, you get God of Thunder, you get Shout It Out Loud, you get Do You Love Me, you get deeper stuff like Sweet Pain and King of the Nighttime World. You get Beth, and people like Beth for some reason. I'll never understand
I don't.
it, but people
Love
like
that
it.
song.
Worst
I
song
can't
ever.
stand that song, but
Beautiful
people
ballad.
like it. So I'm going to give them this. Plus, I mean, you hand this to somebody, they're going to look at it and say, "Whoa!" Just looking
Then
at
they'll be
that
like, what
album
the fuck
artwork.
is this Great Expectations shit? That's what they'll say.
That is true. When I was a kid, I loved that song. Okay, give me that. Yeah. So if I'm gonna hand somebody a Kiss album that has never heard Kiss or ever heard rock and roll, I'm gonna hand them
Right.
this just because I think it's
Good
a
one.
great sampling of
Yeah.
what they're about. Even though it's a very different sound from the stuff that came before it.
Rock and Roll All Night is very catchy, so that's a good pick right there.
It's definitely Kiss's most interesting album because just the intro, the Detroit Rock City, you hear the news story, and it's very unique. And this is Kiss, the same band that would release
It's very
You Make Me
ear
Rock
candy.
Hard and Crazy Nights, stuff like that.
It's very ear.
I almost wish they made almost like a story with the kid like smashing up his cars. I don't know. It kind of grabbed my attention the first time I listened to it, but I listened to it when I was like 8 years old. And I was like, wow,
I was like 2 when I heard this album.
Yeah, is this an album or is it like a news story?
But that's a good one because they're very catchy tunes on that song.
Yeah, I think this is a great one to get people into.
Very earwormy.
So that's my first pick. Next, I mean, Jerry told us not to pick greatest hits albums or live albums. Some of these are, in essence, greatest hits albums because you hear every goddamn song on the radio.
I don't know what Jerry's going to pick.
Yeah. Sure. AC/DC, Back in Black. It is not my favorite AC/DC. Like, I honestly, just looking through my list here, I'd say maybe 3 of these are my favorite albums by these artists.
Yeah.
This is not my favorite AC/DC album. I'm a Bond guy. But if you're going to hand somebody a rock album, Back in Black. Just accessible in a great way, but just great songwriting, great guitar playing, Brian Johnson's vocals. Just a solid album from front to back to get people into AC/DC, Back in Black. Number of the Beast.
I almost picked that one. Great pick.
I'm a Di'Anno guy, but Number of the Beast.
Yeah, you're crazy.
You're gonna give them something that has Run to the Hills, which I never need to hear again in my entire life, but is a very accessible Iron Maiden song. The title track, Hallowed Be Thy Name, one of the greatest songs of all time. Plus, you get deeper cuts, Children of the Dam, Prisoner, Acacia Avenue, all that kind of stuff. Not a perfect album, but I think it's an accessible album to get people into something a little bit heavier. And I think that this would be a great album to get some people into what is approaching heavy metal. So that's my first 3.
I always wish Maiden had the title track as the first song because I just thought it was a good way to open the album. Because although Invaders for me is pretty cool tune, but I think the Number of the Beast, the title track would have been a better way.
That's the only weak song on the album, in my opinion. That's the only weak song on the album is Invaders.
I like Invaders, but I like what's that song they took off?
Total Eclipse.
Total Eclipse.
I love Total Eclipse.
Which again, I will complain about these latest CD reissues. It's not on here. It's been on every other CD, but they took it off this. They took Twilight Zone off of Killers. They took
gotta have Twilight Zone.
They took. I don't think Sanctuary is on the first album.
No, my brother had the European version, and it was on Sanctuary.
Yeah, all these latest CD issues that they put out that are the only ones that you can get now are the European versions that don't have half the tracks on them, and it pisses me off. Anyway, that's a little rant that has nothing to do with this episode.
Rants always have something to do with the episodes.
Anyway, that's my 3.
All right, Jim, you're up.
All right, my first 3, and I'll get this out of the way right now. The reason I picked these albums is they're all, in my opinion, melodic rock.
Same thing with me.
So, introducing somebody, you want a toe tapper, but you want it heavy too. So that's where I went with this list. My number 11 is Y&T, Contagious.
Nice. Hip shot rock.
I thought you were going to
She's
say In Rock
got
We
it.
Trust.
I think that's a great opening album.
LA rocks,
You know.
moves nonstop. I love that album.
And by the way, all these albums on my list, I still listen to today.
I would have
So,
took Y&T in Rock We Trust though,
Mm.
or Black Tiger.
Black Tiger, yeah. Now
Black
that's
Tiger.
yeah. I played that on my show on Sunday.
Black Tiger rules.
number 10 is, as Joe said, AC/DC Back in Black. That album was so fucking huge when it came out. You know, everybody knows it, you know, all the tracks on it today, so nobody thinks about it in that way, but it introduced me to hard rock, I'll tell you that. Well, it introduced me, but it redefined my liking for rock and roll. So that's number 10. And number 9 is GNR Appetite for Destruction.
Nice. Yeah,
All right, Jimmy, you're next.
I'll never forget seeing AC/DC, the Black and Black on Headbangers Ball for the first time. It was black and white video. They're playing live. Got Brian Johnson in his Harley Davidson shirt. They smoked that live version, and I really wish that whole. I think the show was Orlando, Maryland. I wish that whole thing was like recorded, like Pro Shop. There's only a few tracks. No, I don't think it's the whole thing. It's on the box set, but I don't think the whole show is on there.
The only time I saw AC/DC was on For Those About to Rock on that tour.
That's from that tour.
I only saw them on
and
the
those
Razor's
cannons,
Edge.
holy fuck, they scared the shit out of you.
I saw them on the Razor's Edge tour with LA Guns opening for them, and it's pretty damn good. And they had the cannons there too. Fucking really cool, man. But why'd Jerry leave when you were done with your list?
He already said for Jimmy to go.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear that.
You all were talking over him.
How's it going, guys? So I did. I tried to kind of pick out some dark horses in my list because I think there's some pretty obvious choices for this list. I think probably a lot of the albums that most of us were introduced to certain bands and the whole genre as a whole. So I tried to figure out some records that I think are really good albums that, and I have some of the obvious choices in my list, but I also tried to figure out some of those records where, you know, it's got the hooks, it's got the melodic pieces to it, but it still has the hard driving guitars, you know, groove, all of that good stuff.
Take a shot.
So,
oh, wait, it's not free.
so my big dark horse is at number 11, and 11 and 10 are kind of tied in together because my second show ever, they were both on the bill. But number 11 is the debut album from Badlands.
Oh, it's a great
Nice.
Yep.
Because
melodic as fuck.
oh, good night. You talk about possibly the best vocalist. I don't want to say best. I mean, you got some pretty good vocalists in the 80s, but
Great singer. He was a great singer.
maybe the most underrated singer in Ray Gillen. That has groove. It's got pocket. It's Jakey Lee, who has riffs upon riffs upon riffs. Jakey, as a guitar player, you know, people talk about his lead work. His rhythm stuff is some of the most difficult stuff to play, period. Bark at the Moon. Bark at the Moon sounds like it would be easy to play. It's not. It's really, really hard to play. He's not just chugging on a E note. He's doing all sorts of crazy stuff. But it was the second CD I ever owned. It's second band I ever saw live. And those first two Badlands records will always be special to me. So that, which leads to my second one, and they've already been mentioned, and I'm going to go with Mark as well and say Tesla. Now, I love those first three records, actually first four records in particular, but it kind of gets lost that they had some really good records that came out kind of on the second half of their career, and I'm going to go with Forevermore
Ooh, good one.
as my choice. It's
I
not an
wanna
obvious
live
choice.
before I die.
Right. They've got hooks. I love Jeff's voice. Melodic is all get out. And even though Tommy's not on Forevermore, I don't think he is.
You got Dave
Uh
Rude on there though.
yeah.
That's his
Dave's
first. That's his first album.
right.
Well,
That's Dave's
actually,
first
well
album.
they did the reel to reel to break him
Right.
in. Yeah,
But first original
yeah, first
stuff.
original. Yeah,
I always loved Tommy and Frank together. They were nicknamed Mess and Finesse,
hmm
and they were such a great guitar tandem. They actually got into a fight on stage when I saw them during the lead before Coming at You Live. Tommy dropped his guitar and walked off stage. I don't know what was going on, but it always stuck out.
drugs.
Probably, and just being on tour. And fun fact, after that show, it was at the Moore Civic in South Bend, Indiana, and about a 2,000 seat theater. They did not have a rock show for 20 years after that show because of the amount of damage that was caused. Plaster was coming off the ceiling. Part of the crew busted into the liquor cabinet and stole a bunch of liquor from the theater, like all sorts of fun stuff. But anyway,
Rock and
I
roll.
digress. Rock and roll.
Yeah.
My number 9, this band has a incredible back history, an incredible first phase of their career. However, I got into this band where they kind of the pop era, I guess, came out, and that's going to be Scorpions. And I'm going to go with Blackout.
Good one.
I love Uli. I think Matthias Yabs gets
Matthias, I think it's Matthias.
Matthias,
Yeah.
Matthias. That guy gets overlooked.
God,
He's an
I said the
incredible
name
guitar
right.
player. Proud of you,
Mhm.
Mark. That guy gets overlooked, and I think his only downfall is that he came in after Schenker and Uli. Like,
I like Matthias
it's
better.
I
That's
love them
just
all.
me.
I love them all.
I'm not. I like Uli. I like Schenker, but with Scorpions, it's the classic era with Blackout, Love Drive,
Yeah.
all that stuff for me.
Yeah, that's where I first heard the Scorpions and really fell in love with the band. And in that album, it has it all. It's got super catchy songs, great guitar work, and Klaus, his voice is phenomenal, even though he almost didn't get to sing on it.
Don
But
Dokken almost
Don-
did that.
yeah.
I'd
Yeah.
love to hear if they actually recorded those demos. I'd love to hear that.
Me too.
Me too. So yeah, that's my 11, 10, and 9. Badlands, Tesla, and Scorpions.
Real quick on
Hey,
your
Mark.
Tesla pick before Mark starts. This album, fun fact: the very first time I ever saw Tesla live, they opened up with "I Want to Live" off this album.
I love
Really?
that song.
hmm And then when I
Ugh.
saw them at M3 a couple years ago, they played "Breaking Free."
I like that song about the soldier on there. I forgot the name
Yeah.
of it right now.
Private Ledbetter.
Yeah, it's a great one.
Last time I saw them, some guy fell out of the balcony and
Ooh.
landed on. Yeah, it was at the Star Plaza. And everybody was okay, but Jeff Keith said Tommy did a stage dive. It was when they reunited, and Jeff said to the crowd, "If you want to do it properly, Tommy, you got to do it from the balcony
Into
like
the
that."
Now?
That's how it was when they did the replugged or the 5-man.
Oh, I thought they did the Into the Now was their reunion.
It was they did Into Now right after that. I think
Oh, okay.
it was because
I
they
love
did.
that album.
Yeah, I almost picked that. So
That's a great
anyway.
album. Mighty Mouse, man. I love Mighty Mouse.
Yeah, great
All right,
band.
Mark, go ahead.
I'm gonna pick one of my favorite bands. They get a lot of shit. I don't know why they get a lot of shit. Albums without this lead singer suck. I don't fucking care, Andy. REO Speedwagon, High Infidelity.
That's a good
That
one.
album is an earworm album. Fucking In Your Letter, Tough Guys, deep tracks on that album. Rule besides Take It on the Run.
Follow Your Heart.
Follow Your Heart. Great
Yep.
fucking album, top to bottom. I love it. It's a great. Get the anniversary edition. Really good shit on there too. Really good album. I seen them do They did it. Fuck. They did it. Fuck. They did it. Acoustic. I was so pissed.
Mhm.
I wanted to see it.
I saw Kevin Cronin do it live this past couple months ago.
I heard they're getting back together.
No, they're not.
Well, the website says
Bruce Hall said something about that it wasn't true.
Okay, well, High Infidelity. I love that album. It's one of my
That
top.
album was huge when I was in high school.
It's one of my top art albums of all time, basically. And then this album, the High Infidelity is not my favorite REO album. Mine is REO 2.
Great album.
Yeah, REO 2 is my favorite. But High Infidelity, to get somebody into rock music, I would give them that one because a bunch of earworms on there and choruses and harmonies, fucking
And big
on
hits.
top.
It's a good bridge. It's a
Good
good bridge to, yeah.
And the next album is not my favorite album by Metallica. But to get kids into fucking hard rock or metal, it's not thrash. The Black Album. Black Album is full of hooks and melodies and everything. I would get them to. I love the album. It's not Kill 'Em All is my favorite Metallica album, but I would get them into the Black Album, man, because that album rules. And then they could go back and just don't listen to Saint Anger, don't listen to Reload and Load, and you're fine. You're fine. Or Lulu.
Oh, kids these days probably would like Load and Reload.
Yeah, Ian Wadley's son loves those albums. So, I like half of both those albums and make one album.
Half of Reload? Ooh.
Maybe
that's a stretch.
Maybe 4 songs off that album. I'll get that. I don't remember the review of that. And then I'm going to get into a newer band that got me into this band. And I went back and said, oh my God, this band fucking rules. And she was nude in the fucking the cover that Jerry showed me. Mark, did you open the vinyl yet? No. Open it up. Taylor Momsen was fucking nude in there. The Pretty Reckless, Death by Rock and Roll. And they haven't made a bad album. Because I went back and I got that album because I loved hearing that. Like, and Goes to Hell is a great album too. Dude, they got a great discography. I can't wait to hear the new album. They're opening for AC/DC and the Stones. I'm glad those older bands are promoting newer bands. And fucking they rule. So check out the Pretty Reckless. I'm trying to promote some new music here also.
Yeah, I saw I Am Death off the new album. It's pretty killer.
Yeah, it is.
I love that song. Yep. So that's yours?
Yep.
All right, my first one, again, not my favorite by the band, but I think Zeppelin 4 would be a good one in the Zeppelin catalog just because that album's not as deep. It's not as deep as their other albums. They're all very, very ear friendly and radio friendly, and you've probably heard Stairway to Heaven in passing or Black Dog. You've probably heard those songs in passing. So I would recommend that one just because of that album probably gets the most radio play as far as songs. Black Dog, Rock and Roll. So good chance you've heard of those couple of those songs.
Going to California gets a lot of play too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But eventually, if you got deeper in the album, Going to California, Battle Evermore, When the Levee Breaks, Misty Mountain. I mean,
When the Levee Breaks.
Every one of those tracks on that album.
Four sticks will probably be a hard sell, but at first, but it'll probably grow on you.
At least you didn't pick House of the Holy because the crunch would have took them away from that.
Well, you can't go wrong with any Zeppelin, in my opinion, but that's just how
I would have picked Physical Graffiti, by the way.
Well,
get somebody new into it, no.
Yeah,
well, yeah, because it's got some great Cashmere.
It does,
and it also it's also a double album. I would never recommend a double album to anybody.
Because of Cashmere and lots of great songs on that album that are really
people are going to get into Black Dog and Rock and Roll before they
let them find Physical Graffiti.
That's true.
Yeah, I did. I mean,
well, that's true. I got the box set. The first time I got Led Zeppelin was the box set.
Yeah.
So I had
my second one.
But you wouldn't let us pick compilations.
Nope. But I'm picking Styx's Paradise Theater, actually. I think to me that one is more catchier. It's got really catchy, Too Much Time on My Hands. It's got a great ballad in The Best of Times. Some of the deep tracks I'm not crazy about, but maybe some of the.
Did you not watch our review, Mark?
Did I? I love that whole album. I don't have a bad song.
Even Halfpenny, Twopenny, I think is catchy as fuck. Of course, you know what I mean. You might think of it as a little rough and rocky at first, but yeah, that fucking I'm gonna set myself free. It's just so catchy as fuck. And then of course you got the theatrics of the album. It's a what do you call it? A concept album. People might dig that. So that's why I would pick that one.
That would be the album I would have picked by Styx also. I didn't pick it because I really knew you were going to pick that.
The Grand Illusion is my favorite, but I think Paradise would be a little easier to digest.
I'm thinking about Grand Illusion, and it's kind of, I don't know now.
And then my third one's a Maiden pick too, but I'm going to go with Power Slave just because.
That's what got me into Maiden.
I mean, you take a riff like 2 Minutes to Midnight, dun, 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 fucking, it's really catchy as fuck. Not that Run of the Hills is kind of the same way. It's got that, dun, 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 but Power Slave, the title track,
Yeah. I
even
was
the,
thinking about that one, but I was thinking Rhyme of the Ancient Mariner might be a hard sell.
I
But the
mean,
rest of the
yeah, I
songs
was
on
thinking
that,
that
the
too.
first, that's at the end. It would have,
But
they would have got to that later.
I think Round the Ancient Mariner would interest a lot of people. They
It
would at least
would.
I
listen to that
agree.
song all the way
I
through.
love it.
Because
But
that's the first Maiden album I got into, and when I got it, I go, "Oh, Rhyme of the Ancient Mariner, this is fucking kick ass." Because I was a
yeah,
Rush fan, so that kind of interested me because that was awesome. It was like a
I mean,
prog song.
albums like Seventh Son or Somewhere in Time are probably a little more cleaner, a little more lighter as far as sound tone, in a little bit. But I
I,
think Power
I
Slave is a good. What? Go ahead, Joe.
I would never recommend Seventh Son to anybody for any reason.
I love that album. Sorry.
But
I do too.
that's why I pick. That's why I take Power Slave over. I thought about Member of the Beast too. I did. I think either one of them are good. So
I think
I'm
Power
a bigger
Slave's a
fan
better
of
choice.
Power Slave than Number of the Beast, but I
yeah.
Well, Power Slave has more like catchy earworms.
But here's the problem with the Diano albums is nobody knew who Paul Diano was because everybody got into Iron Maiden when Bruce was the singer, and then they heard this two albums like, who's this guy singing? Paul Diano. I don't know anybody that's ever got an Iron Maiden because of Paul Diano at first.
Ralph.
Maybe a
Ralph.
few.
I was
Really?
gonna
Okay,
say,
he's the
you got
only
me.
one.
Yeah,
Seriously, because
Ralph bought the first album before Killers came out.
uh, okay, there's a few of them, I guess, but the
But
majority
that's
of
because
us,
Ralph was looking for that kind of stuff in 1980.
Yeah.
true, yeah. But
Ralph is a
because I did,
Ralph is a
yeah,
musical savant. He's
I
got better
I
taste in
fucking
music than I do.
I remember buying Killers thinking I'm going to hear some Killer Bruce stuff. But
And
I
I
was
know
like,
you
who's this guy
listen to
singing?
me, Ralph. I've heard
But I
things on
love
your
Killers,
show
so
that you wouldn't know if you didn't listen to the show.
Killers is a fucking awesome album. But don't get me wrong. But anyway, that's why I'd pick Power Slave. All right, let's go with 876, Mark Daly.
My number eight, it's the backdrop I got behind me. Arguably my favorite band, Queensryche. I'm gonna go with Rage for Order, just because of how unique the album is, and it's loaded with all kinds of catchy hooks and tunes. It's every song on the album I love. Every song is great, you know. Obviously, Operation Mindcrime was very, the great concept album, but I'm already giving my guy 2112, so I'm gonna go with Rage for Order, which was a very poor marketed album. They probably shouldn't have released Gonna Get Close to You as the lead video, and that's the only
Well,
video they
also
got.
they looked insane.
Yeah.
Not a
The
bad pick
costumes
at
and
all.
stuff they were wearing.
Very, very, very,
Jeff's winged hair.
yeah, but a
Yeah.
very fun video. You think Jeff Tate is the evil one, but actually I shouldn't give it away actually, but watch that video again. Now it's interesting. Little curveball.
He'd get the flock of seagulls and run for the
I
money with
actually
that
got
hair.
into
So,
Queensryche from Operation Mindcrime.
Well,
probably me as well.
and plus, Gonna Get
Probably me
Close to
as
You is a
well.
cover song.
Yeah.
And I
Well,
saw
I
those
didn't know
songs
that
on
before.
MTV and I go, what the fuck is this? And then I heard Operation Mindcrime, and then I went back to Rage and I love it now. So
Mhm.
I
Mark,
was
how about getting to see London and New Rigel last week?
Heck yeah.
That was amazing.
I looked up the set list and the singer was kind of titled towards like, did you look up the set list? I'm disappointed in you if you did,
no,
I had to
I
know.
got into Queensryche up from their EP. First time I heard Queen of the
Yeah.
Reich, I was
Yeah.
hooked.
Well, I saw Take Hold of the Flame on Headbangers Ball, and I was like, wow, holy crap, that guy could sing. And then Queen of the Reich came next, and then I saw the video late at night on TV. I'm like, oh my God, that's the worst video I've ever seen in my life. But the song's great though. So
Actually, yeah, it might be the Lady Wore Black is actually the song that I really
Yeah.
started to get into.
but
It might
Gonna
be
Get
that
Close
song.
to You is a cover.
Yeah,
yeah,
Mark said
that
that.
is fun song.
Yeah.
Anyway, my number seven, when guys like Slash says he learned how to play guitar because of this album, and James Hetfield was the influence, Aerosmith rocks. It's a perfect album because bands should really focus more on those 35 to around 40-minute albums. It's just you just it's just perfect. It's not too long. You're not like looking at the like your watch like, okay, when's this album gonna end? Not like today where albums like an hour 20 minutes, sometimes like an hour and maybe 30 minutes, you know. Sometimes we don't need all that, you know. So going with Aerosmith rocks. Perfect album for me. And I know you probably guys both agree with this because I know this is a new fan, but for me, I think Van Halen, their peak, and I need people to listen to Edward Van Halen when he was at his peak, and that is Fair Warning because Edward Van Halen was pissed off. The riffs come out that way. The band play with aggression. I understand 1984 was,
Well,
was very
he took
polished. The debut was a great album.
he
That's not
took
why I was-
control of Van Halen on Fair Warning.
Yeah. So, but Fair Warning, I know it's gonna be it's gonna be a little heavy for him, but that's my pick.
That's my favorite.
I think
Halen
Fair Warning was the epitome of Van Halen. I think they were at the
Yeah.
top of their game.
It was
Yeah,
dark
they-
as
it
fuck.
was-
Afterwards.
Right there. They were right there.
Honestly, as someone who grew up with Van Halen, that was the one that took me a while to get into. That was the one, like I grew up with the first album and
That's the least selling Van Halen
and
album,
Women
by
and
the
Children
way.
First and all those and Diver Down. Van Halen 2 I came into a little bit later because that was the one my dad didn't own. So I didn't come into that one right away, but that one hit me. Like as soon as I heard it, I'm like, oh, okay, this is amazing. Fair Warning took me a little bit just because it was so different. It was dirtier, it was heavier, it was something
The
different. And
brown
now
sound.
it's one of my favorites, but it took me a while to get into that.
Well, I mean,
album.
when I first heard it, I was like, it's about fucking time. They cut Eddie loose and let him go.
Well,
And
Eddie cut himself loose.
the first time I heard Mean Street, I was fucking sold.
Walk these freaking streets cost a crazy.
And then
song.
Unchained,
Blood.
and then, there's not a bad track on that album.
Daly
Something
Roth
happened in the
wrote
park.
some great lyrics on that album, man. Goddamn, so good. Shithouse Poet, love him.
All right, next.
All right, Joe.
All right. Well, my next pick, if somebody looked at me and said, I've heard about this thing called the Sunset Strip. I don't exactly know what this is about. And I heard that a lot of bands came out of this place. And if I had to hand them one album to describe the Sunset Strip for me, Rat Out of the Cellar.
Oh, that's a great pick.
I think that this is again a perfect front to back album.
Yep.
Catchy as all hell, riffs, just great songs, and I think this would be an album that people would really be able to easily get into. I mean, I was a kid and I got into this
Hooks,
front to back.
round and round, like
Oh yeah,
me
I mean
the
round and
beginning.
round,
Got me
the
from the beginning.
catchiest, hookiest thing you'll hear.
What year did that album come out?
84.
Plus, you got
I
Tony
was,
Katane
I
on
was,
the
I
cover.
think I
That
was
kinda
13
helps.
when that album came out, and I was hooked the first time I saw that video.
But yeah, I mean, get people with stuff like Wanted Man, Back for More, I'm Insane,
favorite
you get a
rock
little
song.
heavier.
I'm
I mean,
off my
so much.
rocker. I fell out of a
I think that
tree,
this is
yeah.
a perfect album
I've
to
been
get people
standing on
into
shaky ground.
the Sunset Strip.
Yeah, Scene of the Crime.
Oh my god, my favorite song on the album.
I love I'm Insane.
That's my second favorite song on the album. One that I'm sure I'm not going to be the only person that picks this song. And if people somehow manage to avoid this until I hand the album to them, more power to them, because I don't know how you've avoided any song off this album for the last 45, 50 years.
I think that's one of the albums Jerry's gonna pick.
I figured, but I mean, I had to talk about it too because it's the first Boston album.
I didn't
Like,
think it was
like, what are you gonna? Every single
Jerry's
one of
like
these
this
songs.
with that album.
Yeah, And,
No,
I love you, Jerry.
we all should
I'm
be.
never
I
that.
mean,
I never do that to an album, but I went to that one.
I do hold it tight in my arms sometimes. But yeah, I mean, every single song on this album I've heard on the radio at least 57 times. So it's just front to back perfect album. So much amazing musicianship on this album. More progressive than people give it credit for. I mean,
Sure.
Look at that album
stuff
cover, by the
going
way.
on this album. Yeah, I mean, epic,
It's a
amazing.
guitar
rock.
spaceship.
More rocking than people give it credit
Yeah,
for. Like,
heavier than people give it-
Foreplay Long Time is
Mhm.
a rocking song.
Smoking. I mean, so much stuff. Plus, there's amazing just musicianship, vocals,
It's a
so much
ride.
amazing stuff on this.
God,
Absolutely
Favorite
one of
singer.
the
But it's
just
also
the
very
coolest
melodic.
albums. Yeah, I mean, there's a reason this album.
Candy.
There's
ear
a reason
candy.
this album sold 87 bazillion copies.
Mhm.
It's yeah. So if
And
I had
they
to
aren't in
hand
the
somebody
Rock
an
and Roll
album,
Hall of Fame over that one album.
they're in mine. That's all that matters.
That's all that matters. The
I'm
Sex
also gonna,
Pistols are okay.
Well,
I am
Tom
also
Scholz
gonna-
has always stuck his finger up to the record industry and stuff. So he's not. They're never getting in.
I think
I
they
don't
will.
think he really gives a shit either.
I am also going to pick a Metallica album, and unlike Mark, I am going to pick a thrash album because this is the album that got me into Metallica. And if I want to give somebody something heavier and an album that changed my life, that just opened me up to all kinds of new worlds of music,
That's great.
Absolutely.
just probably the most accessible thrash album of all time.
I agree.
I mean, and then of course you see the new generations are loving stuff like the title track.
Yeah.
So I think this is a great album to get people into because it's heavier, but also there's stuff that is
the biggest
accessible
metal
on
band
here.
in the world.
Welcome Home Sanitarium. I mean, you get something beautiful like Orion, then you get the heaviness of Damage Incorporated, Disposable Heroes, the thing that should not be, just one of the most brutally heavy, doomy songs ever written. Plus, you get the title track, you get Battery, you get so much amazing stuff on these 8 tracks.
But mine is
And
Kill 'Em All that got me into Metallica. It's like
this is what got me into Metallica because
Yeah.
for my entire life, I was like afraid of heavy music. And then when I was in high school, I'm like, okay, I'm starting to hear some stuff like I'm getting Iron Maiden or getting all these like that. It's starting to get me into a little bit heavier stuff. So I went out and I got when you could get these for like $5 on CD and bought all those CDs. I bought this. You'll never believe this because it was what was in the $5 bin at Walmart. I bought Load and Reload first.
of course you did.
Don't like them.
Actually, that CD
bought
right
first.
now at my Walmart is $5.
It is. Oh yeah, no. When they did the remasters, these are still $5. Yeah. Metallica knows how to sell records. All these other bands you're going to see their remasters for like $10-$12 at Walmart. Metallica $5 every single album, every single one except when they put a new album out. Yeah, but I mean, what are people going to buy?
Cheaper. I used to buy back in the day. It was called the Nice Price.
Yeah.
Remember the Nice Price?
I still have a bunch of CDs with those stupid stickers on that you can't take off.
It was CBS that did that, right? The Nice Price.
Yes. Yeah. So yeah, I think this is an album that I think it's heavy as all get out, but I think people would get into it. And I
agree with you.
If I had to pick a very heavy album to recommend to somebody, this would be the one. But I also do agree that the Black Album would be a good one to recommend.
Yeah.
I love that album.
Chances are somebody has heard something off the Black Album rather than Master, probably. Because Black
Album.
I mean,
I don't know. With Stranger Things, they probably all heard the title.
That's true. Yeah, there you go. Yep, that's a good point. Yep. All right. So, Tim, the Hooded Man.
Okay. My number 7.
No, 8.
8.
Oh, 8. Okay.
876. 309.
Okay, my number 8 is we already mentioned that. So I'm gonna go with the Montrose debut.
Wow.
Wait, Sammy.
Sammy finally gets some love on an episode. How about that?
Oh, I've said all along that album is the one album that Sammy proved he could be in a band and be good in a band. After that, he went right to fucking shit. But
it's like every Sammy Hagar hater likes Montrose.
I don't.
Okay.
Oh, I do.
I've never understood it.
I love Montrose.
I'm not a Sammy Hagar hater. I'm a Sammy Hagar Van Halen hater and Chickenfoot.
I would put 5150 over the Montrose debut album, and I'm not a big 5150 fan. I listened. Everyone was like, "Well, I hate Sammy Hagar, but I love that Montrose album." And I listened to it. I'm like, I'd rather listen to Gamma. If I want to listen to Ronnie Montrose, I'm going to listen to Gamma, like straight up.
And I think his Wabarita band was better than the band he has now. Just me, but I love that female bass player he had. She was a badass.
Mona.
Yeah, Mona. Yeah. All right, Jimmy.
Did Tim do?
Did Tim only did one?
Said that one.
3.
You just said it's one, Jared.
What the hell are you waiting for? Go ahead.
This isn't free form. We don't fuck up on this show.
All right, my next one is The greatest fucking band to come out of Ireland ever, by far.
Then Lizzie.
Mark. Then Lizzie, Thunder and Lightning.
Cranberries.
Nice.
John
You
Sykes is
too?
just fucking smoking on that album.
Nazareth.
Nazareth, Scotland.
They're Scotland. That's right. Same thing.
Hey, we got a Nazareth.
Don't say that to somebody in Ireland.
we got
God.
we got a Nazareth episode coming up on here soon.
And my next one is Megadeth, Countdown to Extinction.
Oh, that's a good one. That got me into Megadeth, actually. That
I'd go
album.
with Peace Sells.
It was the first Megadeth album I ever listened to.
That-
I
that's
hated
the
it, but it
first
was
He
the
Megadeth
first
sells
one I
a
listened
little
to.
heavy to try to
Yeah, Megadeth.
introduce somebody.
Countdown to Extinction was palatable to me at that time, and I went back and I go, "Oh, Peace Sells rules," yeah. So I agree with Tim on that one.
Oh, Peace Sells is one of the greatest heavy metal albums
fuck
ever
yeah.
made,
Fuck
by
yeah.
far.
Check out the Freeform Rock podcast review on
Yeah.
that, by the way.
All right,
All
I'm
right.
done.
You're done? All right, Jimmy.
All right. So number 8, I'm actually going to make a change on the fly because Tim reminded me of Thin Lizzy, and I'm like, how did I not have Thin Lizzy on my list? They're one of my favorite bands ever. So I agree with his pick of Thunder and Lightning. However, I'm going to go with Johnny the Fox, and I could
That's
pick.
great album.
You could throw a dart and hit a great Thin Lizzy album.
Yep.
Like it's not. I could have picked Jailbreak. I could have picked Bad Reputation, um, Black Rose.
Renegade.
Yeah, Renegade's right up there. So this is just the one that I'm in the mood to listen to right now. It's essentially what it is. But lyrically, you've got some venom from Phil on songs like Johnny,
Mhm.
and I lyrically on songs like Don't Believe a Word, it's just brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And it's almost like he's trying to talk to himself and convince himself that he's not heartbroken, and he's trying to convey this to whoever it is he's singing about. And I just think there's so much to connect with there. And I think Old Flame and Borderline is a beautiful song.
Oh, Borderline is beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, and
And
I
the
think
lyrics are fucking amazing. I mean,
that's just what Phil did. He just wrote amazing lyrics.
back on the
And
borderline one more time.
Yep, absolutely. And I think there's so much for somebody who may not be a rock fan or may be new to the genre to connect with on an emotional level. Like
Mhm.
when you really get into the lyrics, like Phil he had a way of tugging on the heartstrings, and then also telling stories. I mean, there's some incredible lyrics in
Fire
Johnny.
Fox.
Yeah. Oh, and Johnny, that's such a funky song.
Mhm.
Johnny the Fox meets Jimmy the
And
Weed.
by the way, he also had amazing bass lines in those
Yeah.
tracks.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
By the way.
Just as an aside, and talk about an underrated drummer.
Oh yeah.
Downey
Downey,
is
yeah, no doubt.
phenomenal. Number 7, I have to have this man on my list. I'm going with Holy Diver by Dio.
Great pick.
It just what can I say? I mean, the riffs on that record, and then just the sheer power of Ronnie's vocals, and lyrically, again, who's not going to be moved by songs like Stand Up and Shout,
Mhm.
and
The Gypsy.
yeah, Rainbow in the Dark, and which is probably my least favorite song in the
Don't
album, but
Talk
it's
to
so
Strangers.
accessible.
To strangers.
Don't Talk to Strangers. Yeah.
Forget about it. Forget about it. So gotta go with Dio. Number 6, a little bit of a connection, and I'm going with Deep Purple. And I really struggled between Mach 2 and Mach 3. Initially I was going to go with Burn, but I'm going to go with Machine Head. I just think that's probably for somebody that's new. I love In Rock, but I think Child in Time might scare a newbie
Oh
away.
yeah, I agree.
Weed out the pussies.
That's right. That's
Weed
you
out
built
the
up
If
their
you
pussy,
can't
I
tolerance.
handle
love
child
that.
in time, get the fuck out of here.
Haven't I said
Yeah.
that in our chat group? Weed out the pussies. I think I said that.
You got to build the tolerance up. Is what you got to do. What you got to do.
You start hearing Gillen screaming like that, you go, "Oh, see you later."
But you got Space Truckin' and Maybe I'm a Leo, and
Yeah.
again,
Pictures of
so
home.
much groove. Oh, and I mean,
God, it's not freeform.
how is not Highway Star just one of the coolest songs? You get John Lord revving up the engine on his Hammond. It just it's so freaking good. And again, another underrated drummer. I think Ian Pace is one of those guys that should be talked about in the same
Yeah.
sentence as John Bonham and Keith Moon, because he's every bit of that guy.
And he's still doing it.
Yep. Yep. Phenomenal. Phenomenal. I mean, you talk about, listen to the intro to Fireball and tell me that guy wasn't ahead of his time.
Yep.
Just amazing.
He kept the
But yeah,
pace.
that's right. That's right. So that's my number 8, 7, and 6.
All right, Mark, you're next, dude.
All right, I'm going for some newer bands here. Newer bands. Dirty Honey, the debut album.
Oh, yeah.
Shut up, Tim. I knew we were gonna fucking.
They're an Aerosmith ripoff.
No, they're not. The guy
Yes,
could
they
sing.
are.
That guy could sing higher than fucking Steven Tyler. And I
They're
saw them
a
live. I
modern-day
saw them
Aerosmith.
live.
Yeah,
Oh,
and the kid from Greta Van Fleet can sing higher than Robert Plant. What's your point?
That kid from Greta Van Fleet is King Diamond. Fuck that shit. I don't need it that high. But the guy, the fucking California Dreamin', The Wire, when I heard him fucking hit the high note on The Wire live, opening up for the Black Crowes right after COVID, I was going, oh my God, this kid could fucking, and he spells his name with a C. Fucking amazing.
You realize that Jeff Tate can hit those notes high too at live.
So, not anymore.
Todd Latore can.
Not anymore. But and then I'm gonna go for another new band, Rival Sons, and I'm going to go for the Great Western Valkyrie with Electric Man on there. That song has a groove. That song has a fucking riffs. The whole album fucking just kicks ass. It's a rocking master fucking piece. If this band needs to fucking get America, fuck you. They're fucking big across the pond. The fuck is wrong with you? They
Yeah,
opened
Rebel
for
Sons,
fucking Black Sabbath, you fucking assholes.
They had a car
And
commercial, man.
and as much as I love that every single person that watched that show that wasn't you, Mark, said they were the odd band out.
Well, they look good to me. I did watch that show.
I thought they were good, but everyone's like, why are they here?
Because they opened for Black Sabbath. That's why they were there. And the fucking Anthrax stole their fucking song, Jerry. Later in the fucking show.
Fuck Anthrax.
Yeah, I agree with that on that one. And then I'm going to go for an old standard for me. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. Damn.
That's a good one. Tom would have been a good one. I didn't pick Tom. That's a good one.
Damn the Torpedoes, dude.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That is a perfect album to get somebody into rock and roll. A little southern tinge there, a little rock and roll, a little groove. Great drumming, great lyrics, even Losers, Refugee, Century City. It fucking rules. It's the album that got me into Tom Petty and Heartbreakers. So there you go. And you know how huge a fan I am, fucking Tom Petty and Breakers. I got this fucking box set right here, live at the Fillmore. Pick it up, 1997. This is one of the best live box sets I've ever heard in my life. Fucking great shit. So that's my 876.
All right. My number 8 is, I agree with Joseph. I think Destroyer would be my choice for a Kiss album. Just basically all the reasons he said. It's not as like, if you take their first 3 albums, they're more darker and sound more, you know what I mean? This is more of a kind of not in light. What I'm looking for? It's more
the production
lighter,
is very.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
Yeah.
And I think, and chances are you've heard a few of the songs off that album, or at least you thought, hey, I know I've heard this song in the past. So maybe that's the reason why. And then my second one, number 7, would be Blizzard of Oz by Ozzy Osbourne.
It's a good one.
I think Crazy Train. I think a lot of people at least watched the Osbournes, and that was the opening track of, well, it was kind of a weird Frank Sinatra type
the
of
jazz
version
of Crazy
Yeah.
Train.
I mean, chances are you heard that song before, maybe a couple of songs off that album. I think it's the quintessential Ozzy album. Diary, I probably like Diary a little bit better, but I think quintessential Ozzy would probably be Blizzard of Oz, in my opinion. I
To
mean,
get somebody into Ozzy, I would pick No More Tears. That's just me.
yeah, that one too. I thought about that one,
Yeah.
man, but I think Blizzard of Oz is
Too much
more,
filler. It's too long of an
Oh,
album.
I
It's
love
strong.
that album. I love that fucking
yeah,
album.
but I do love that album, Mark. So it's not a
Hey,
bad one.
hey, do the
Hey, can I say
zombie
something real
Well,
quick?
okay,
Mark.
yeah, okay, Mark, you're right, dude.
Mark Daly.
Okay,
I'm wearing a red hat, and you haven't said anything about me wearing the red hat. Fuck you. Go
Hey,
ahead,
where's
Jerry.
your red hat?
There you go. You're obsessed
And
with
then
this hat, and you said nothing.
and who said Rocks by Aerosmith? Who said that one?
Mark
Me.
Daly.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Toys in the Attic. To me, it's
I
more
would have picked that one
again.
too.
That's what I would have
Talk
gone
about. I mean, if you're not into offensive lyrics, don't listen to Big 10-inch Record or
That-
what. It's corny. It's corny.
I had that or
filth.
Pump.
But I mean, Sweet Emotion. I mean, Walk This Way. Chances are, if I said before, you've heard
Adam's
these songs
Apple.
before. Adam's Apple, Uncle
No
Salt.
More,
Uncle
No
Salt,
More.
Probably not a.
with.
Again, another,
No More, No More is a fucking
There's a
earworm.
ton of
I'm just
albums.
talking about the songs that were big hits. That's what I'm basing.
I know, but
mine
if you
on.
give them that album and they hear No More, No
Sure,
More,
absolutely.
yeah.
But I think they would levitate more to Sweet Emotion.
Yeah,
Walk This
Sweet
Way, 'cause
Emotion.
They've heard
and
those
Walk This Way,
before.
yeah, that bass line. Like
And Sweet Emotion is a song a lot of people say, that's a song I never get fucking
I
tired
never
of.
get
I've
fucking
never-
tired of that
For me,
either.
it's
Never
Walk This
fucking-
Way. I never need to hear that song again. I love
Oh,
Sweet
Steve,
I
but
Emotion.
I
still
like
listen to
that.
I love ever since Steven Tyler did that version with Run DMC, that's the way he sings it live all the time. I wish he would sing it the way it is on the album, where he's screaming that chorus out.
See,
but-
the thing is, I've never even been a big fan of that song. I've always thought it was kind of like, meh.
I love
I
that
think it's
song.
a-
Hey,
yeah.
diddle diddle with the kitty, and it's got so many double entendres in there. I fucking
Yeah.
love it.
That's their entire discography.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah.
David Lee Roth. You know,
Again, there is a song on that album called Big 10-inch Record.
well, that
Pretty
was
much,
a
yeah.
cover, by the way.
Yeah, but they picked it.
We're
Yeah.
talking about records, man.
Yeah.
What's so bad about that?
Mhm.
They like-
I
people
just
like
love
those
how
big
he
10-inch
goes.
records.
I just love it. Goes suck on my big 10-inch. Pause. Record.
Band, please. Love that song, actually. But
Remember,
anyway, that's my next 3.
This is also a band that did Mother Popcorn. So
Mhm.
And I do love the new song with Youngblood, by the way. So
Oh, you could fuck off. I say
I'm
that
proud
out
of
of,
it. As a matter of fact, I'm going to lead off my show next Tuesday with that.
I
song.
say that out of
Nice.
love, Jerry. You can
Good
fuck
song.
off.
I do enjoy that song.
Oh my god.
It's catchy. It's fucking
It's
pop
catchy as all hell.
perfection. It's pop rock perfection.
I don't like Steven's AI voice, but I think it's a
No.
cool song.
Well, like Ian says, you guys are gonna get AIDS. Listen to that
Well, I
song.
got AIDS, I guess.
Yeah.
But, proud to receive AIDS from my. What's
Not the only
fuck name of that
video
song?
see Steven
My
Tyler
only-
Hey,
ever give somebody.
Ian agrees with me about Alba. I love that.
Well, he can't
Good
be
for
perfect
Ian.
all the time.
yeah,
Exactly. But anyway, next 3, Mark. Time for change. Hopefully-
Change.
I bet she's got some Motley Crue.
Might make appearance in the top, you know.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
If
Oh
you
my-
put Dr. Feelgood on this fucking list,
Number 5. It's already been mentioned, but it's the album I was introduced to with Iron Maiden. It's Number of the Beast. It's just
Yeah.
it's all killer for me. All killer. I know people don't like Gangland too much or Invaders.
I
but
love
those
Gangland.
bands.
I like Invaders. I don't like
You know,
Gangland.
it's just
I like it.
yeah.
I like that whole album.
I don't like either one of those.
The,
two
the only
songs,
thing I
actually.
wish is this. I wish the band had a little more stability with its lineup back then, because every album they seem to be changing someone.
But every song besides those 2.
I'm gonna
fucking
blame you,
killer.
Steve Harris. You know, even though you talk very quietly, I think you carry a big stick and say, "Hey, get out of my band, mate." That's what he probably tells these guys before this. But he kicks them out. But yeah, great album. Pretty heavy though, so I try to steer away from like thrash and heavy metal. But this is probably one of the heaviest albums on my list. But you know what? She gets heavier. You gotta have the metal god somewhere on the list, man. And man, there's just so many to pick from. But honestly, I'm an '80s Priest guy. I'm going with Defenders of the Faith. This how it starts off with. You get that Free Will Burning, KK and Glenn trading solos. That's what I miss so much about metal is the two guitar leads, the harmonized lead solos. That is what I really miss most about
I don't know
metal.
if I was going to get somebody into Judas Priest, I'd actually start with Turbo. I think just because of
See,
the
it was hard for me because I don't know if
Yeah.
there is actually a Judas Priest album that I would try to get somebody into rock and roll with.
it would be Turbo.
I don't
It would
think
be
there's a
Turbo.
single album that I'm like, okay, this is a great album to get somebody into music with.
what is that?
I just need to
Point-
steer someone toward what I like, though.
Point of
Turbo
entry.
is fun, but Defenders.
I love all these albums, but I
Point of
wouldn't think
entry.
that's not a good album to get people into
Desert
it with.
Plains and
Yeah, but then they'd hear
Heading
freaking
on the Highway.
then they'd hear
But those two songs just like are so melodic and so
but
catchy.
we aren't saying a song to get people. We're talking an
I
album.
said 3 or 4 songs on that album would get them in there.
I'd go
And it's a
Screaming
10-song
for
album.
Vengeance myself.
Yeah. If I had to pick one, I was thinking about Screaming for Vengeance.
I would take Screaming too.
Just don't have them
Steel.
watch any Priest videos. Don't have them
Well, I
watch
went
any
with
Priest
Defenders.
videos.
No, do
British
not.
Steel with
Hot rock and
United.
roll.
No.
Oh, God.
Not that I'm knocking
Not
Defenders of the Faith.
But it has,
That's
for me, it has catchy.
I like
think-
Turbo. I like this one.
I think
That's
some
not a
heads are
good
gonna
way to get
roll is
people
very
into it.
heavy, but
I know, but I
catchy,
like
it's
it.
a catchy chorus though.
Mhm.
And even though they're talking about heads being,
But the thing is, this is the album that got me into Priest because Columbia House sent it to me as the CD of the month. And like, oh, this is good. And I went back and listened to more Priest. So,
And my number 3, I gotta get Black Sabbath in there, but hold on a second. Going with Dio, Heaven and Hell. I never forget. There was a compilation album a friend of mine had. It was called White Heat or something like that. And I first heard that riff, that dun, 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 dun. I'm like, that's Sabbath, man. But wait a minute, that's not Odyssey. No, I'm like, and then I ran to the record store like a few days later. I was like, do you have Heaven and Hell? And like, they say, of course not. We don't, But so they actually had to order for me. But
Of
that's
course
the,
we don't.
that's the
course
album.
not.
That's the album that got me into Dio and Black Sabbath. Heaven and
yeah,
Hell.
it was
That's a good one.
perfect. It's perfect fit. And
one.
after that, I'll never forget. I was this young kid that didn't have hardly any money, but I would always go to the record store and I look at Live Evil and I always say, like, you know what? Someday I'm gonna own this album, and I'm just gonna look at this artwork forever.
Live Evil is horrible when he does the Ozzy songs, though. Yeah.
Well, anyway, but yeah, that's my 3 picks: Number of the Beast, Defenders of the Faith, and Heaven and Hell.
All right, Joe.
Well, there's only one correct answer for Black Sabbath, and it's not that. Yeah,
Paranoid?
if you're going to get somebody into Black Sabbath, it's going to be Paranoid. It is literally one of my least favorite Ozzy albums, but this is the one you're going to get people into Sabbath with, if you're going to pick one, because they all know Iron Man. They will probably have heard War Pigs. They will probably have heard Paranoid. And then from there, stuff's pretty accessible. I mean, Fairies Wear Boots. They might get a little weirded out by Planet Caravan. They might say, what the fuck is this heavy shit with Electric Funeral?
But you just said that they might have heard Iron Man. They might have already heard Paranoid.
Which is a
with
great way to
Heaven and
get
Hell, you're gonna hear more.
Yeah, see, Mark, you're overthinking this.
No,
If
that's
you're
why-
trying to
that's
recommend
why
an
I
album to
thought.
somebody, give them it's the Rush thing all over again. It's
Yeah,
the Rush
agreed.
argument all over again. If they already have an in, take advantage of it.
No,
You gotta give them something
if they might have
familiar.
heard the
Something
song-
familiar.
I liked it when I listened to one band, but they said, okay, now you have to listen to this. That's why
Never throw them the deep cut first.
I mean, I'm Mark.
Never throw them the deep
What
cut.
It's like
Mark.
music is an onion. You need to peel back the layer.
Mark,
Correct.
Mark,
And do you
what
start
got
with
you
the
into-
middle
what got-
or do you start with the outside?
What
What do
got
you
you
start
into
with?
Rush, Mark?
What got me in a rush?
What got you in a rush?
First Rush album I probably heard was gosh, what the freak? Actually, the first Rush album I heard was the debut. Honestly,
Ooh.
yeah.
I'm
What
sorry.
got you?
because
what
we
got-
because the drummer wanted to do working.
You're still a fan?
huh?
Your
No,
first
no,
Rush
I
album
love
was the
working.
debut,
That's
you're
the song I
still
wanted
a
to do.
fan?
It's like, let's do Working Man. And I
That's
listened to it,
my
I was like,
least
wow,
favorite Rush
that's-
album, by the way.
That's cool. You know, and because what I heard about Rush was I heard how hard it was to play, and then you hear Working Man, like that's doable.
But
As
the
a
thing
team.
is, what made you want to listen to Rush?
I don't know. Then you would hear songs like in the radio, like Spirit of Radio
It
and
can't be
Free Will. And
2112.
I'm telling you, when I was blown away by 2112. Okay,
But
Yeah,
it was
after
probably the
you
fourth
heard-
or fifth Rush album you heard.
Mark's gonna stick these. He's gonna stick these people in a room.
It's because
lock them
the
up,
thing
and
is,
crank
I'm
2112
talking about
and
it
they won't like
now. At first, I love moving pictures, but I'm kind of tired of it now. Honestly,
But
But
the thing is, that didn't get you into Rush. 2112. We're talking about
now
things.
you're
Anyway,
overthinking it.
no.
No, I'm talking to Mark. You're overthinking.
No, I think I agree with him 100%.
No,
Um,
I don't.
Yeah, if you're
Go
gonna
ahead,
pick a
just
Black
go ahead.
Sabbath album, get the one that people might have already heard some songs off of.
I agree
When
with
it
you.
comes to
Paranoid.
Planet
But then
Caravan,
again, I should have picked the debut
they're going to
album
be
of Van
saying, "What the fuck is he singing?"
And then I'll just pass them the joint, and then they'll be like, "Oh, I get it."
Because I still
all
haven't figured out the words to that song, the way he sings it, just
Yeah.
listening to it.
The Phil Anselmo on the Pantera version, it's more clear.
Yeah. So my next pick, I mean, it's going to be hard to get anybody into progressive rock right off the bat.
Exactly.
It's a rough go, which is why I only picked one album. But I know Jimmy and I have had this conversation before. If you're going to get anyone into progressive rock, the first album that you're going to hand them is Selling England by the Pound. That's the one you're going to hand them because it is my favorite Genesis album. Two, there's so much on this album that people will be able to find accessible, but still challenging and progressive. And it's not completely out of the realms of anything like a lot of other progressive albums are, that you sit somebody down and you hand them Close to the Edge and they're just like, what is this? As
Tales from the Topographic Ocean.
Oh yeah, I mean, as amazing of an album as Close to the Edge is, it's not greatly accessible. You hand somebody this, I feel like they could get it, and I feel like they could enjoy it even if they maybe don't have a lot of experience with progressive music. And I do believe that. Plus, it's just an amazing album. It really is, and
We should review that album one day.
We should. We really
So
should.
good.
An amazing album. This is the album that got that light bulb Genesis for me. Was I bought a bunch of Genesis albums. I don't even know why I bought a bunch of Genesis albums. I really hadn't listened to many Genesis albums. I just bought a shit ton of Genesis albums.
You did the same thing with Jethro Tull for no reason.
Put this one on and said, "Oh, okay, yeah, Genesis is one of my favorite bands now." So I had to pick something progressive because I am a very progressive minded person. So I'm
waiting for Jerry to pick Pink Floyd. So
I am very happy that someone picked Blackout because I was going back and forth in my head. And I settled on this album, but I was this close to picking Blackout. Love Drive. This is just, I mean, 8 songs that explore different sounds. You get ballads, you get heavy songs, you get kind of catchy stuff, you get reggae, apparently. Just such an amazing album, just from front to back. I adore this album, and I think this is a very accessible album, as are this kind of run of albums. I'm never going to hand somebody an Uli album first.
Yeah, I agree.
Even though I actually, one of the first Scorpions albums I ever heard was the Uli Greatest Hits. My dad had that on cassette when I was younger. I adored it, but it was not the first one I heard. It was a couple ones in. I knew Love at First Sting like the back of my hand. I knew Blackout. I knew this. And then I heard that. And so I would never hand that to somebody first. I'd hand them this, or I'd hand them Blackout.
Sales is Sharon rule.
Oh, 100%. I would never argue with that, but I don't think you'd hand that to somebody and then get it right away.
No, not.
I think somebody would get this right away. I think somebody would get
more
Blackout right away.
That's ear candy right there.
So, yeah.
All right.
Scorpions.
Tim.
All right. My number, whatever the hell it is.
5, 4,
5, 4, 3.
Yep.
Okay, my number 5 is going to be Nazareth, Hair of the Dog.
Nice.
I think that is a perfect melodic rock album with a singer that'll just blow your fucking mind. And the music isn't bad either, far from it. But this, Dan McCaffrey was just a legend in the 70s. Why they were not bigger, I have no fucking idea. I cannot figure that out, and I never will. So Nazareth, Hair of the Dog.
Because A&M Records sucks. That's
Yeah.
why they were not bigger.
Yeah, same
All
thing
right,
with
so I'm
YNT.
going from Scotland to kind of England. Fastway, checkerboard album.
Nice.
It's kind of bluesy, but very, very metal too, or rock too. Very melodic. Actually, Fast Eddie toned down to
Mhm.
make this album.
Oh yeah, much more accessible than his playing on Motorhead.
So then my next one is number 3 is LA Guns, Cocked and Loaded.
Great album.
Very melodic, but it's still acceptable to rock and roll. Nice songs on it. I wish Phil Lewis could actually grew a pair and learned how to sing between their debut and this one, but
I like a lot of the
it's
last one was
acceptable.
horrible.
It's acceptable.
Yeah.
Tracy's smoking on that album. So Cocked and Loaded.
Great album.
I actually like Hollywood Vampires a little bit better than that one, but it's a good album. But if I had to pick an LA Guns album, it would be that one.
I like Tales from the Strip without Tracy.
You would.
That's a great album though. Hollywood.
Yes, let's pick the LA Guns album without the guns.
Hollywood Forever is a great album too without Tracy. So I just saying.
I've never heard them.
Oh, you should listen.
But
to
then
them.
they come out with something like American Hardcore.
Horrible.
Makes no sense.
I'll take the first couple, and that's about what I'll take.
Hey, the last 3 out of 4 LA Guns albums were great. The last
That
album.
last
Horrible.
album.
I did like Tales from the Strip though. That was a
Tales
good.
from the Strip was great. That's what I just said. A great album. Hollywood Forever is a great album too.
All right, Jimmy, you're up next.
All right. So in thinking about kind of taking that next step from rock into getting to stuff that's a little bit heavier, kind of that bridge in between kind of your standard metal and getting into thrash, I'm gonna go with my old pal Ian Kilmeister, aka Lemmy, and I'm gonna go with Overkill.
A great album.
Um, and I think what's great about this is you have the aggression of a song like Overkill, but you also have these really catchy hooks with songs like Stay Clean and
Yep.
Damage Case.
Yep.
I Won't Pay Your Price. Also, Lemmy's bass solo and Stay Clean, unbelievable. One of the coolest things on any Motorhead album, which is saying something because there's a lot of cool things on every Motorhead album. So I think that's a good bridge into from kind of your standard hard rock metal into some heavier, faster stuff. I am going to go with, for number 4, I'm going to go with the Van Halen debut. I think that highlights all of the great things about Van Halen. I mean, you obviously have Eruption, you have the incredible songmanship of Running with the Devil and Ain't Talking About Love, but you also have a whole lot of fun.
Atomic Punk.
You have Atomic Punk, but I'm the one.
I'm the one.
Come on.
You
Feel
love.
Your Love Tonight.
Yeah, Feel Your Love.
Then you get something like Jamie's Crying, which is
Yeah.
a lot more ballady, than the rest.
But they
of the
go
album.
into
But
like
Little
that.
Dreamer.
They go into that
rock and track.
1960s doo wop on.
Yeah.
Ba-ba-da,
It's like came out of nowhere. It's like amazing.
That's Van Halen.
Van Halen, love that.
And then rips into one of the most difficult guitar solos ever played.
Well, let's TLR, Van Halen.
Yeah, and I mean, Ice Cream Man. I mean, come on, it seems like it's going to be a hokey tune, but again, once it kicks in, you have one of the greatest guitar solos ever played.
All right, boys.
Yeah. So we're going with that, and then, gosh, number 3, I am going to go with Diary of a Madman.
Nice.
Um, I love the Blizzard material. There's something in the production of Blizzard that just I have a hard time getting past, and I don't know what it is. Um, I would love a really cleaned up version because I don't think Randy's guitar is done justice on that record. It's done justice on Diary. And I think you still have some incredibly catchy songs. Over the Mountain, Flying High again are really catchy. You Can't Kill Rock and Roll is that song.
Yep.
That might be my favorite Ozzy solo song.
It is mine.
Yeah. Same.
That
I
song
think
that's going to be stuck in my head for a week just by talking about it.
I
That
think
that
Bob
chorus is
Paisley
so
wrote
catchy.
his best lyrics
Yeah.
on
Mhm.
Diary of a Madman.
Yeah. Tonight.
Yeah.
So
Tonight,
good.
you know, how many times can they fill me with lies and I listen again?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And then the title track.
SATO. Yeah. And that is a compositional masterpiece.
Mhm.
Compositional masterpiece with Diary of a Madman. So,
Love
yeah.
that song.
Tonight, is it just a rhapsody or am I right?
Yeah.
I mean, come on, these are awesome lyrics,
Agreed. Agreed.
not written by Ozzy.
But
He wrote great
fit
vocal
but they
melodies,
fit
man.
Ozzy perfectly.
But
Yeah.
he'll take credit for them, or he did take credit for them.
That's okay. He doesn't remember that he probably doesn't even remember that he was in the room.
Yeah. Yeah. But thank God we have a document of it because it's one of the greatest records of all time.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, I agree.
Right.
And also, I think that Randy, from the first album, significantly improved in his playing from to
Yeah.
the second album.
Yeah.
You know,
And
to
that's saying
Diary.
something. That's saying something.
And he
Yeah.
improved
Because
from Quiet Riot shit.
Listening to Diary of a Madman makes me even sadder that he passed because
Yeah.
God knows what he would have done next.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He would have went into Flamingo.
Yep.
Something classical guitar playing, I think.
Probably teaching.
Yeah.
He might have
teaching.
done that on
Yeah.
the side, but I don't think he would have done it overall.
Well, I think he told Ozzy that was
He's not going to be a
he
Richie
didn't want to do it
Blackmore.
anymore.
You know, he wasn't going to do that. You know,
Mark.
Richie went from hard rock to elf music,
Yeah.
or medieval,
Literally.
they call it.
Literally. You're right.
Literally.
Mark, you're next. Mr. Red Hat.
Mr. Red
Yeah,
Hat.
Mark.
Well,
I'm
now
gonna
it's
go.
yeah. He doesn't play guitar anymore. He plays mandolin.
I'm gonna go with the thing that got me into Stevie Ray Vaughan, the album In Step, which has this house is the fucking caught in the crossfire.
Can you imagine what that boy would have done if he'd have?
Oh my
stayed on?
God, that album was like, I went back and listened to the rest of this shit. This is really fucking great stuff. I didn't know who the fuck he was till I saw he's stranded, caught in the crossfire. You know, I was like, oh, and then I found out he played on Bowie Let's Dance. My God, I didn't know this guy was around until that album In Step. If I want to get people into Stevie Ray Vaughan and rock and roll and blues, I would have said listen to In Step, and then you could go back in his catalog,
Oh,
and it's all
shit.
amazing.
Mark, you're something else, man.
What?
What?
I didn't know who he was, dude, until I saw MTV videos of fucking Crossfire, dude. I didn't know who the fuck he was at that time, dude. The radio didn't really play him out here on KLOS and rock radio. They didn't
They played the hell out of that song when it came out, Crossfire, on the radio.
Crossfire. Yeah, that's the song I got into
You're
him
right.
on.
Yeah, you're right.
Crossfire. I didn't hear Couldn't Stand the Weather or
Oh, they played up around here anyway. They played Life by the Drop.
Scuttlebutt. I didn't hear
Huge.
Scuttlebutt until later. That's a great
Yeah,
fucking
Stevie
instrumental.
would get a lot of play when I was in Connecticut.
Yeah,
Wow.
so it's Stevie Ray Vaughan In Step, and it's like blues rock. It's like and then you listen to this and you go, you want more. And I went back and got more.
I'm sure glad you do because I certainly don't.
You don't like Stevie Ray Vaughan?
I cannot stand Stevie Ray Vaughan.
I love Stevie, dude. And then the album that got me into metal and rock and just metal, that led me into Metallica. I've said this many times. Pyromania is a fucking greatest hits album by Def Leppard. And that album has to be on this list because I'm going, here, listen to Photograph. Here, listen to Foolin'. Here, listen to Rock Rock Teardrop. It's all fucking anthems. Billy's Got a Gun. Fucking Die Hard.
Too Late for Love.
Too Late for Love.
Stage Fright.
Stage Fright.
And by the way,
Die Hard the Hunter.
Who co-wrote Photograph?
Pete Willis.
Yes. And they have
that's why that's their last good album.
No, I like Hysteria.
We know.
But then I'm gonna get into a band that's my favorite band of all time, and 2112. Mark, you give 2112 the person they're gonna go, this is a fucking elf. Who the fuck? What is this high shit they're doing? It's not fucking accessible unless you're a Rush fan and you go back and listen to it. What?
You said elf, but you yelled at me for saying The Trees was a Hobbit song, dude.
Well, I'm just saying people like you think it's a Hobbit.
Last I checked, I'm picking my selections.
You are picking your selection, but
all right.
I'm never going to give somebody 2112 to get in the Rush.
All I know is I haven't complained about anybody's selection. Okay.
The album that got me into Rush was Signals, but that is a pretty album that it's accessible to me. But
yeah, that one's a little dense.
To get people into
the first Rush album that got me into Rush was Fly By Night.
That's a great album too. There's not a bad Rush album, by the way. But the thing is, there's one bad Rush song, Tai Shan. But Moving Pictures is just the greatest hits fucking album. Witch Hunt.
Side one is.
I love Witch Hunt. I love.
Well, no, you said greatest hits. Side one is. Side two is the deep cuts.
I love all the deep cuts.
Oh, I agree. They're great.
Once they hear side one, they're gonna get into the fucking deep cuts. Mm-hmm. So fucking Moving Pictures is the album I would say, here, you want to rock and roll, you want some progressive rock, here you go. And then you're gonna go, oh fuck, let me go listen to Yes. Let me go listen to King Crimson. Let me go listen to fucking what's that band you like? The 3-member trio.
What?
Lucky Man.
Emerson, Lake and Palmer.
Yeah, they'll go listen to that stuff. Rush will get them into that. And then they'll get them into Dream Theater. I love fucking Rush. But you know, I like a lot of Emerson, Lake and Palmer. I just don't like complete albums. So Rush Moving Pictures is my number 3. And then we go, well, Jerry, you do your 5, 4, and 3.
Master of Puppets is one of them. I agree with everything Joseph said about that one. And Paranoid. I had both those on my list for pretty much every reason that Joe had said. But my next one probably isn't getting them into this album, because if you haven't heard a certain song off this album, what fucking rock have you been living under? But I'm gonna go with Journey's Escape.
I was thinking about that album.
I almost picked that one.
I was gonna say, I mean, that's kind of an easy one, because if you've not heard "Don't Stop Believing" or even "Open Arms," fucking
Departure is fucking good too.
Unearth that rock, because if you haven't heard those songs, something's wrong with you. But the reason I picked it is, it was either that or Fleetwood Mac Rumors. I think either one of them are the same way, you know what I mean? But I took Escape because I would think there'd be a lot of hope to like the deeper tracks on that album, like Mother Father, the title track. Fuck Who's Crying Now. They'd probably like Who's Crying Now. I can't stand that fucking song. But
you know what? Shut up. I love that song.
Stone in Love.
Open Arms is a fucking beautiful tune. Stone in Love, fuck yeah, dude. I mean, great.
Dude, I'm stoned and I'm in love. All right.
That's just a fucking great fucking one of those songs that just fucking puts you in a good mood, you know?
Stone in Love. Escape, the title track.
Oh, I love that title track so much.
They won't take me.
Very first song I played on my radio show was that, actually.
No. Do you play the live in Houston? There you go.
No, I play.
The live version of Escape is great.
Do you have that CD, Jerry?
Yeah, the live one, yeah.
Oh,
this one is a DVD and CD. Plus, I also have the CD by itself.
Oh, dude, nice. I need that. I need the live.
The best thing
video.
Journey ever did live was the Journey 3 Time. I'm sorry, that was fucking awesome.
Yeah,
With Greg Raleigh and Neil Sean. That was fucking awesome.
I have that too. But I need
But,
what
I mean,
he
yeah.
has right there. I need that shit.
I mean, it's
I have the
easy
CD.
to
I
pick.
don't have the video.
Yeah. It's easy to pick Escape, don't get me wrong, but I think that would be a perfect gateway album. I think
That's
you would get
more
into a lot
palatable to them. Yeah, I agree with
of,
that.
it would definitely open the door for more
Even
Journey
Frontiers
6 REO stuff. You know what I mean? That
Frontiers
type of
too.
music. But anyway,
I think
let's
Departure would get him into that, or Infinity also with Lights.
yeah, but it would,
Lights,
but
come
not.
on.
Oh,
Not as
I would
much
go
as
with
Escape.
Frontiers.
Oh yeah, not as much as Escape. Yeah.
I honestly,
I mean-
I love how many deep cuts off that album they play on this. Like they play Mother Father, they play Keep On Running, they play Dead or Alive. That's amazing.
I played Mother Father on my radio shows a lot live from Houston. Yeah.
I mean, if you know somebody that's never heard it on this planet, Don't Stop Believing. I mean, they probably heard that shit in fucking Siberia. They know that song. You know what I mean? It's just one of those songs that
They won't.
if I never heard it again, it's one of the songs I would be okay.
Yeah,
But you're never going to get away from it.
There's
You're
two
never gonna
songs
get
on
away
that
from
album I
song.
never want to hear again. It's
I
that
love
and it's
all
Who's
of them.
Crying Now.
I love
all
it
of
too.
them.
I won't turn it on the radio either. I'll
No,
listen
neither
to it.
will
That's
I.
cool too. I won't look for it, play it, but if I hear it, I'll listen to it.
I will turn off Who's Crying Now.
Who's winning the
That
football
one I
game,
will,
Jerry?
yes.
Who's winning the
The
football?
Bucks are.
Tampa's 28-14, yeah.
Okay. Who are
Um,
they playing?
Falcons.
Atlanta.
Oh, then it doesn't help the Niners. Okay.
All right, number 2, Mark. Time for change. Mr. Red Hat.
That's right,
Right,
man.
the second
I'm
Red
jumping
Hat.
on the bandwagon.
That's more maroon though, ain't it?
Viper.
What a
Viper.
maroon.
So that's why I work.
What a maroon.
What a tall Rob Boom DA.
Yeah.
Anyway, my number 2 pick, my keyword mine number 2 pick, is the debut album for Led Zeppelin. This album I was hooked from the start. Good times, bad times. And actually hearing that bass, that kind of like I said, I think I want to learn how to play like John Paul Jones. That bass go do 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 do. And even Geddy Lee, I'm reading my effing book. He said he first heard that. He's like, dang man, we gotta start playing stuff like this.
Underrated musician in rock and roll.
That's
I'll
right.
say it every time.
If
John
Geddy
Paul
Lee
Jones.
talks about hearing Led Zeppelin the first time and now he's hooked by it.
You know what?
can't go wrong.
He loved John Paul Jones and
John Frickin' Vultures. That's an awesome fucking band that he's in.
and
he's
Chris
like,
Squire. Those are his two
John
favorites.
Paul Jones always reminded me, or this guy of John Paul Jones, Mikey Anthony of Van Halen.
oh, fucking
You know,
John Paul
he-
Jones wiped
Yeah.
his fucking butt cheeks on him.
No, but I mean, he was just unassuming. He did everything that
Well,
they asked him to do.
but-
Hey,
but there's
I listened to Ted Templeman's book, and Ted Templeman said Mikey could play. Just letting you know that.
Well, the best bassists really don't get always all the notoriety too. Like, you got John Deacon with the Queen too, the same way. Roger Glover
Good
for
bassist,
Purple.
yeah.
Bob Daisley, the unsung hero. If it wasn't for Bob Daisley, where would Ozzy actually be? You know?
Nikki Sixx.
I
Nikki
know,
Sixx
they
can't
great
play for
Nikki
shit.
Sixx.
I know they got sued by Ozzy.
I almost said that with a straight face.
I would say
Really
Juan
Randy-
Crucier before Nikki Sixx. Okay.
Hey, Randy
Jeff
ran up
Pilson.
Hey,
Jeff Pilson. Jason Newsted.
Randy Random autograph played under the stage for fucking Nikki Sixx on Motley Crue tours. So there you go.
Yeah, Rudy Sarzo. That's another one I'll throw out.
Rudy
there.
Sarzo's good. I like him.
So anyway, that's my number 2. Led Zeppelin.
Yeah, Jeff Pilson is not known for his bass playing. I think he's more known for his fucking backing vocals.
Listen, try to find some demos of Dokken with Jeff Pilson singing, like say Dream Warriors.
Yeah.
Woo.
Got great
Jeff
voice.
Pilson can play some
I
great
wish they
bass.
actually released it that way, to tell you the truth.
All right, who's not number 2 now?
Joe, number 2.
I knew you were gonna pick
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I
Sure.
knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Castle
Then why didn't you
Walls.
say something? You always know it after the fact.
Castle Walls.
Yeah. I mean,
I know
Again,
these guys.
practically a greatest hits album between the title track and Fooling Yourself, Come Sail Away, Miss America.
Superstar.
So much. Superstar, my favorite song on the album. Superstar.
Man,
Castle
Wilderness.
Walls.
Man in the Wilderness, Castle Walls. I mean, just so many amazing songs that, again, cover a gamut. You get heavier stuff, you get melodic stuff, you get hooky pop songs, you get progressive stuff. You get all this, so many different things that I think would be great to introduce somebody to.
You know what? I'm gonna change my Paradise Theater to that one. I agree
You
with you. I think
can't
that one would be
change. You already did
I
it.
just did. It's my show.
Did someone
That's
say
true. It is your show.
change?
It is your show.
It is not time
So
for
is
change.
it? So are you going to change now
God.
or later?
Oh God. All right, Tim. Number one.
My
Number two.
number two.
Number two. Sorry, number two. Yeah.
I'm going with another bass player from a band, another English bass player from a band. I gotta go with Lemmy, but I'm going with Ace of Spades.
It's one of those two albums, 100%.
Yeah. Since, Overkill was already taken. But yeah, that's
Can't argue with either one of those.
Another
heavy.
perfect day.
It's
I thought
heavy,
about
but
that.
it's melodic. Because,
Yeah.
they're toe tappers on that track, like
I like
Jailbait.
1960.
Mm-hmm.
Just the chase is better than the
It's
catch.
been the catch. Yeah.
So yeah, Motorhead.
We Are the Road Crew.
Yeah, We Are the Road Crew. All
What an
right.
underrated band. That
Great
shit
pick.
do.
Yeah.
All the musicians love Motorkill.
Motorkill.
Motorhead. I mean,
That would actually not been a bad name
I'm
for
gonna
an
start a
album.
cover band now and do Motorhead and Overkill cover.
you should
called
do
Motorkill.
Motorkill. Yeah, that's cool.
You better have a good number two pick. That's all I gotta say, Mark. Because you got some tough shoes to fill behind.
Oh, I got a
All
great
right,
number
Jimmy,
two
you're up
pick.
next.
All right, we'll see.
All right. I feel like this band needed a bit of representation. I'm gonna go with Point of No Return.
Yes.
Love the album cover.
I
Love
was waiting
the
for
album.
Jerry and fucking Joseph to pick that shit.
There's
You
two
know,
and one.
They would be on my honorable mentions list.
Yeah,
It should be.
I was going between that and Left Overture, but I feel like that this one is probably side two of Left Overture could be a little bit tough for a newbie.
Gets a bit thick.
Yeah. Whereas I feel like, all the songs here are kind of in that 5 to 6 minute range. And obviously Dust in the Wind is iconic, and the title track. Portrait, he knew.
Paradox.
Yeah,
I
Paradox.
want to
Oh,
just listen to that on the way to work tomorrow.
Lightning's Hand is incredible.
Sparks of the Tempest.
Oh,
Yes.
so good.
And the thing is we talk about Journey, and obviously Steve Perry is an incredible vocalist. I put Steve Walsh right there with
I agree
him.
with you.
That guy.
And Robbie Steinhardt up there too.
Absolutely. And I love, and just like the early Journey albums, I love the interplay between Greg Raleigh and
Steve Perry.
Steve Perry. And then same with this. You have kind of like a different dynamic vocally, and it works so well because that high powerful vocal kicks it into overdrive every time. And it's progressive without being pretentious and without losing its pop sensibility, if that makes sense. So
And its rock sensibility.
yeah, 100%. So yeah, going with Point of No Return.
All right, Mark.
Okay, my number two and number one, I'm going to do a number two because we're doing it separate. I'm just going to say, without these two albums, my stepdad was trying to get me into fucking country music. But my mom saved the day and gave me this fucking album that I was jamming this morning. Foreigner. Double Vision is a fucking perfect album. It rocks. It's got great ballads. Lou Gramm is on his fucking top of his game with Lonely Children. The deep tracks are the best on it. Lonely Children. Love Has Taken Its Toll. Blue Morning, Blue Day. My God. It's a fucking perfect album. Yeah, the first album is the greatest hits album. This album is better to me because this is what got me into fucking rock and roll.
I would
Without this-
go with 4.
But
think
the
I
thing
think
is,
with
in
4 and
70,
4.
when this album came out, dude, 4 wasn't out.
No.
I was already into Foreigner. I was already into rock and roll when I was listening to this morning, it reminded me I was 6 or 7. I had one of those little like single speaker tape players, no boom box. I was just sitting there listening to Lonely Children, Love Has Taken Its Toll. Me and my friends in the apartment building just walking around listening to fucking
Mhm.
Double Vision. My God, I got those kids into Double Vision back then. And it's like it gave me great memories. And this album will always be my favorite of Foreigner. With everything that Lou Grant did with Foreigner is awesome, but this is the pinnacle of Foreigner for me. Is Double Vision. It has timeline for me, like Rock and Metal Combat podcast. This is the thing. My stepdad was trying to before we moved to those was trying to get me into the Statler Brothers, and all this fucking shit. Ronnie Millsap, fuck. And when he bought me this thing, I thought he's buying me the Beatles. No, he bought me this fucking shitty Ronnie Millsap song, and he's cool now. But back then, I was going, "What the fuck is this?" I wanted rock. My mom got me into rock and roll, and she gave me Foreigner Double Vision, and my number one will be the other thing she gave me. But Double Vision Foreigner fucking rules.
Can you imagine being a band member back in the day? Hey, what's this for? We only got 3 albums out.
Mm.
All right, my number 2 is I agree with Mark 100% about Pyromania. I mean, absolute gem of an album. It's got everything you need. It is a perfect
Fuck yeah.
gateway rock and roll album, I think, in my opinion. I mean,
One of
I
the first
actually
albums I
fought
ever
with,
had on vinyl.
yeah, I fought with my number 1, so I make this one number 1, but my number 1 is too obvious. But yeah, I mean, everything that Mark mentioned about that album, 100%. I mean, it's catchy. It's got fucking rock. It's got ballads. It's got great harmony. It's great production from Lang. It's just a perfect fucking gateway album, in my opinion. I mean, what more do I need to say? We all know that album, you know. I think we all like it at least, right? Fair
I
enough.
love that
Yeah,
album.
so, but it's not even my favorite. I like High and Dry better, but
Mhm.
Pyromania is
I
more of a,
honestly, just because of sentimental reasons, I do prefer Pyromania.
yeah. But anyway, that's my number 2. So Mark is going to miss this. The number 1. Go for it, Mark.
Miyagi.
Oi.
Oi. Oh, give me yourself. Oh, anyway, my
Check this.
number 1. It's already been selected, but I no, I'm not gonna backtrack. I'm gonna go with Diary of a Madman, Ozzy Osbourne. Like I mentioned before, great production, better production. The band with Lee Kerslake and Bob Daisley and Randy Rhoads were gelling more, so that's why I think the songs were better. And like you said, like with Randy Rhoads, you just wish there was more, but there, you know what? There actually is more. If you really need to, just the fade outs on every song. If you have the old version, just crank it up even higher, and you could hear Randy jamming out some more, you know. And that's why I used to, actually that's what we would do on the album. We would like, you know, put on the headphones,
Yeah.
and we just knew when the next song was coming, but you could hear that fade out if you just turned up louder, man. But yeah, the Diary of a Madman, that's the best Ozzy album, soul wise. So I'm going with Diary of a Madman.
I was trying to make a snide comment because my vinyl, but the CD doesn't say it, thankfully. But the vinyl, even the remaster, still says Rudy Sarzo and Tommy Aldridge on the back.
Yeah,
I was about to say,
yeah.
what do you mean, Bob Daisley and Lee
Right,
Kerslake? Who are
yeah.
those guys?
Yeah. That
Let me check
was
my
like you
vinyl out
said,
to see if it says that.
before the internet age.
I think all the vinyls say
I
that.
thought
Really?
Rudy and
Thank
Tommy
you,
played that
Sharon.
album. Yeah. Because I did remember I had like an Ozzy book and I saw a photo with them holding like platinum albums or gold
Were you
albums.
just talking on a communicator, Mark?
I always do this. Beam me up, Scotty.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, no, surprisingly,
Sorry.
the CD version doesn't say Tommy Aldridge and Rudy Sarzo, but even like the 2011 remastered vinyl still says it on the back. It's the picture of all of them, and it says Tommy Aldridge and Rudy Sarzo.
Oh, and wait, I forgot one thing about the album. Be sure when you give them the album, if you are giving the album, do not give them the version with
2002 version.
Trujillo and Mike Borden playing on it.
Don't
Okay,
do it.
Barbara Trujillo, yeah.
it is the worst thing I ever heard. I couldn't even finish it. I was like, this is terrible. The worst creation ever.
Terrible.
Terrible. Thank God
Ian Watley
they came to their senses and they got rid of that crap. That was just awful.
Again, thank you, Sharon.
Oh God. What were you thinking?
Hey, At least she's not like George Lucas, and you can still buy this.
Right. Well, you know what?
Well, because Ozzy told her to
wouldn't
fix it.
surprise me if Sharon just removed their names and kept the songs the same and said like, oh yeah, Mike and Trujillo are playing that. Actually, not.
But Ozzy told her
Yeah,
to
keep
fix
it exactly the same.
Ozzy told her to restore it. That's why.
To be fair, I will say,
Ozzy told her.
Ozzy told her to restore it. He said that was fucked up.
There is not a single place on this booklet that says the name Lee Kerslake.
Where's mine? I don't.
It says all songs.
Take yourself a pen and write it.
Oh no, it does. It does say Lee Kerslake. It doesn't say who played, but it says who the songs are written by. But it doesn't say who played on the album.
All right, Joe, you're up next.
Definitely contentious album.
Very much so, but it's amazing. So,
but the history of it. I mean,
Over the Mountain will get anybody into rock.
All right, so my number one, it's already been picked, but it's one of the greatest albums of all time, so I had to pick it. Van Halen. If I'm handing somebody a Van Halen album, it's going to be the debut album. Just like I said, my own personal experience with Fair Warning took me so long to get into. It's one of my favorite albums now by them, but this is the one that opened up Van Halen for me. This is the first one that I ever heard, and it hooked me instantly from that whistle at the beginning of Running with the Devil all the way through the rest of the album. So much amazing stuff on this album that people will get hooked by, and people have been hooked by. Amazing, amazing album. And then, of course, Dave.
Yeah, I used to have I did have 1984 as my honorable mention because that's the album that got me in to Van Halen with Hot for Teacher.
All right, Tim, number one.
All right. This album is one of the few albums that I can honestly say from the first time I heard it, it hooked me. And I mean, it hooked me on this band. I think this band has the greatest musicians that are playing today and the greatest lyricist that is writing songs today. I'm going with Tool, Undertow.
A good album.
It's rocking, but not overly rocking. And then it's before they went in off the stratosphere, in my opinion anyway. And, the lyrics are pretty tame compared to what Maynard started writing after Undertow. And they even changed band members. They got Justin Chancellor, and, his bass playing is just off the fucking chain. So, yeah, Tool, Undertow.
All right, Jimmy.
All right, so I am going to go, I have to have AC/DC on the list. And Back in Black's been mentioned. I am actually going to go with the precursor to Back in Black, and I'm going to go with Highway to Hell. I think it's just as catchy. Yeah, the Mutt-Lange production. You've got the hooks.
Did he do Back in Black?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
I think so. He did Back in Black and For Those About to Rock.
Yeah. Pyromania.
So you got
did a lot.
Obviously the title track is is obviously a catchy anthem, but Touch Too Much, one of my favorite AC/DC songs of all time.
Girls
Got Rhythm. If You Want Blood, you've got it.
Yep.
Like that song fires me up every time. Night Prowler is what a way to end not just the album,
and then
but
they started
trying
to connect them to Richard Ramirez and that.
Excellent live album. Now that you mention that, If You Want Blood.
Yeah, I love that live album.
That was when I first heard about the list here. That was initially my choice, was going to be the If You Want Blood live album. But if I couldn't do that, this would be my next choice.
Was that album cover ever censored? I think.
Not that I know of.
Not that.
All right.
I got that on vinyl.
It is. CD. All right. Okay. I thought it was censored. They were trying. At least they were trying to.
All right, Mark.
Me or Mark Daly?
You.
The red hat.
We're on number 2 or number 1?
I'm on 1. You missed the hand row.
Because I had to take a piss. So look, I gotta take. Okay, let me do my number one. My number one is not necessarily my favorite album by them, but it was the album that got me into them. The Beatles, Sgt. Pepper's, and it has the greatest song of all time called "A Day in the Life." I love every song on this album, but Joe Cocker's version of "Little Help from My Friends" is way better. But I still like it, and it's an amazing album. Lovely Rita, god dang, it's just a great fucking album. It flows for me. Sgt. Pepper's, it's like a bunch of earworms. It's a perfect album. I love it. Except With and Without You. Song that fucks up the album to me. It just slows it down. Fuck that song. Fuck you, Eric R.C. Jordan, who like it. But that's my number one, the Beatles, Sgt. Pepper's. The band that got this album that got me into the Beatles, rock and roll, and Foreigner. Both of those bands got me into rock and roll. Thank you, Beatles and Foreigner, because I would have been a country fan. Fuck country music, except for Glenn Campbell.
No.
Can you imagine Mark sporting the old cowboy boots and hat? Can you imagine that?
My stepdad tried to
I'd
give me
like
that
to
shit.
imagine that.
No, don't know.
I would love it if he was
I
a
would like
cowboy
Garth
fan.
Brooks.
That'd be another thing to make fun of him with, you know.
I'd be fucking
Just think we'd be on the Freeform Country podcast right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be on the freeform.
Well,
country.
you drink whiskey, you're halfway there. Just get the cowboy hat.
Two genres of music I cannot stand.
Hey, David Lee
Country
Roth
music
drank
and
whiskey
classical.
too. David Lee Roth drank whiskey too, so fuck you.
Hey, Mark, where's your red cowboy hat?
Hey, just remember,
Hey,
this
cowpoke, welcome to
ain't
the Freeform
Ice-T.
Country Podcast.
We ain't the Clash. This is whiskey.
Mm.
Thank you.
Tim, my response to that is I love classical music.
Not me.
Same.
Opera, classical. No.
Cowboy hat.
Now, opera, I'm not a
cowboy
fan,
hat.
but like instrumental classical music, yes.
I love opera.
I would love that. Mark is a cowboy fan and a cowboy like music listener. That would be.
No.
Let's make it happen.
Fuck the Cowboys.
Where's my DeLorean at?
Jerry,
wanna be a
go.
cowboy.
I'm getting a headache.
Yeah, number one, I mean, it's Boston's debut album. I mean,
I knew
it's
that
a
was
timeless
right.
album. Never fucking
Yeah.
gets old. It's the perfect album to introduce anybody into that genre.
I agree.
You've got everything. You've got great guitar playing. You got great bass playing. You got great
Hooks.
drumming by Sib. Great hooks. Fucking again, that album it had different stuff that wasn't prevalent in albums back then. Like take More Than a Feeling, for instance. It fades in. Not many songs started out with a fade in, and there was actually instrumentation before the chorus. You know, it didn't just go to a verse chorus. You had to go with the all that whole jazz to get to the chorus. You know what I mean? And they were just so differently written tunes, man. I mean, and it was perfectly written album in my opinion. And I think if anybody were to listen to that album, they would fall in love with it immediately. I mean, it might not be any of you guys' favorite albums, but yeah, I'm sure you
It's
guys
one of
agree
my
it's a good
favorite
album.
albums. I
Oh,
love
it's
it.
great. It's phenomenal.
So that's what I mean. It's one of those albums I've never hear anybody say I don't like that album. I mean, maybe a couple songs from it they don't like, but you know,
I got
I
the
never get
original
tired-
vinyl and I got the other vinyl of it.
I
got
never
both
get
versions.
tired of the songs on that album. I can listen to that album fucking back to back. It's my second favorite album behind Physical Graffiti, so of course I'm going to add that one to the list. But that is our list of our favorite 11, not favorite, but 11 songs that we think we can get people into rock and metal.
Getting them newbies into that, but
Get
we
them
got-
noobs in there, and then get them youngins in there. You
Yeah,
know,
we
they're
got-
the future.
But we got our mentions. Who's got mentions?
I don't have any, but you go first.
Not I
Mark
said the
Daly.
fly.
Oh, I got mentions. Oh, I got a lot of fucking mentions
What's
here.
that, Mark Daly?
Let me
Nothing?
go real quick.
Yeah, let Mark go.
I'm
I'm
gonna-
gonna make fun of him.
I'm going to start with Van Halen 1984, Tesla, The Great Radio Controversy, Night
Yeah.
Ranger, Dawn Patrol, Huey Lewis and the New Sports, Pink
Mhm.
Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon,
Mhm.
Billy Squire, Don't Say No, REM, Document, Duran Duran, Rio,
What?
Beast-
REM?
I was
BC
thinking about having Document on my list.
Beastie Boys, License to Ill, The Beatles, Revolver, Black Sabbath, Depeche Mode, Some Great Reward, and Oingo Boingo, Dead Man's Party.
Of course.
We knew it was coming. Mark, really, you'd put Dawn Patrol over Midnight Madness to recommend somebody.
Dawn Patrol got me into Night Ranger.
Fair.
Night
I mean,
Ranger.
as a recommendation, I think I would recommend Midnight
Don't Tell
Madness
Me You
first.
Love Me, dude, is like in my head every day, dude.
It's a great
basically.
song.
Yeah.
Sing Me
Dawn-
Away.
I would
Pity,
just
Sing
like
Me
to
Away.
say that the opinions expressed on Freeform Rock are
This
those
isn't
of
Freeform,
Mark
this is
Allen
BS,
Taylor
Ron.
and Mark Allen Taylor alone.
Right.
All right, Ian. All right, so who's got some promos?
I had a couple
Anybody else
honorables.
got any more?
Yeah,
Go, Jim.
You butted in
Yeah.
front of everybody, Mark.
My bad.
So I was actually going to I had like I said, there's a lot of live albums. Initially I had like Unleashed in the East, I would have recommend. I was gonna put Hellbent for Leather instead. I feel like that's a good bridge with, songs like Delivering the Goods and Green Mile
Delivering the
Nishi.
goods.
Yeah, I think that's a good groovy album. I would put UFO Lights Out.
Yep.
That's a good one.
Cheap Trick, Heaven Tonight.
Yeah, Cheap Trick didn't get much.
Yeah, because initially I was Budokan. Kiss Dress to Kill would be my Kiss choice, just because it was my first Kiss album, and I think there's something really punchy about a lot of the songs on that album that are really, really catchy. I think Come On and Love Me is one of the great unsung.
I love that song.
Yeah, like could have been a hit kind of song.
I'm not a Kiss fan. I'm a casual Kiss fan, but I love that song.
Those would
I'm
be
not
my
a
honorables.
Capricorn or a Cancer. I'm a Leo.
But are you a dancer? That's the
Or a romance.
When nobody's looking. Let's just say that.
You know what? Bad
Okay.
is bad.
That's it. I guess that's it. Promos. Mark Daly, what do you got going on in your life, man?
Like I said, looking to see if any live shows come my area, and I found out Night Ranger is coming in February.
I told you should
I
go
say
see
every
that.
show I'm on, go see live bands, because that's that's where the bands are really actually putting all of their attention into doing live shows, and sometimes you get lucky, you get two basically headliners coming together. That's always a nice thing to do, and you don't have to get the meet and greets. Actually, I tell people don't do the meet and greets.
I don't do them either.
Yeah, the band is just doing it for the money. They don't really actually want to meet you. And
Hey, Oingo Boingo did it for free. So,
oh, okay. Well, if they do it for free, maybe just go meet Oingo Boingo.
I got a picture with them with masks
They're like,
on.
please pay attention to us. People don't know who we are.
I would actually
Just
meet
kidding,
Oingo
Mark.
Boingo, then drive home.
I'm just kidding, Mark.
I know.
But
That band means a lot to me. I'm sorry.
yeah, actually, I'm thinking about going to see Sebastian Bach. Actually, he's playing here.
I want to see that. I saw he.
So great.
So
So
great.
great live.
Oh, yeah, I saw him at Rock and
also
Roll, but he was
promo
awesome.
Heavy Water Sticks. We got the guys here, Freeform and Rock and Metal Combat Podcast, because they promote Freeform a bunch of times. So
They
let's
promote it. Is it
Rock
a
and Metal.
joke? Is it a joke?
What?
I think it's a joke.
What's the joke?
No such
No,
thing as bad
I think
publicity,
Ralph
man.
does it. Ian
No,
says,
I think it actually. They think it helps you.
Ian always says he loves me, but he never messages me back. So I don't know. Do you really love me, Ian? Why don't you give me your phone number? I gave you my phone number.
But it's funny. Sometimes Ian gets so drunk he confuses me and you. So if I actually post something, he thinks it's you. So a lot of times,
Dude, I am mentioned every week on that show. Mark Allen Taylor.
Because
And they always say
they know
Mark-
you'll pay attention.
Yeah, and they could probably drop the alt, and everybody knows.
But they
Mark
say
Taylor.
things that I say on Freeform, so they are listening. I'm just saying. They wouldn't know.
yeah.
Mark sounds like an ex-lover that's trying to get back with his
Yeah,
old-
yeah.
Hey, I
Yeah.
love those two. I love Dr. Fuck and I
Yeah.
love Ian Wadley.
They
They said they want to bring me on their 400th show. I'm there. But they're gonna call it their 500th or 600th thing.
Yeah, no, I think
Freeform.
doing an OU 812 episode, it won't be as good as that original one, but they should try. You guys should
Nah,
try.
I don't think it should be done. I think
No.
should.
Let it
Nah.
exist in memory.
Let it exist in
Yeah.
memory. It's like one of those memories.
It's a legend. It's better
A
served as a
legend.
legend.
Keep it as a legend. But the thing is, I like being on their show because I fuck with them just as much as they fuck with me. I don't take their shit, and they love it. So that's cool. But what do you
All
got
right.
going on, Jerry?
You just ordered some more trashing from them then. Good
No,
job,
I
Mark.
didn't. I said I love them, so fuck that. But also
All right,
tomorrow,
Joe, what do you got? Joe, what do you got?
All right. Well, I got of course my radio show every Sunday night, like Jerry mentioned at the beginning. I got Joe Staub's Garage on craniumradio.com every
Good
Sunday
stuff.
at
Good
9
show.
p.m. Eastern. Playing some great stuff right now. I'm doing a Christmas block every week because I do love Christmas music. So I will always take requests. If you love to hop in the chat room on Cranium Radio, I am there. I'm happy to take your requests.
have you played Father Christmas by the Kinks yet?
I have not.
You should
I'm
play
not.
that song.
I'll
great
have to look
song.
into it.
Great song.
So got that. Of course, Jerry and I have Heavy Water 77. We just did some good episodes. We got some stuff. We just had our Tommy Shaw Girls with Guns episode come out last week. We got James Young coming out this week, City Slicker. We're deep into the solo albums era, so we're getting through some of that stuff right now.
Some of it's rough.
Yeah. Been to some great concerts, going to some great concerts, living my life. It's almost Christmas. Here we go.
Yeah.
Well, I got Duran Duran coming up December 30th, and I got next year I got Cheap Trick April 21st, and then I got Iron Maiden in September. So I'm pretty good. So I'm good.
But Jared, what's going on with you?
Glad you have Duran.
Fuck you, hater.
I miss Tim on the show. You gotta get Tim on. I wish he'd come on my chat room because I just love. It's like if he doesn't like
it was
something,
the music.
he'll
It was
let you know.
amazing. It
was awesome in my
This song
chat room.
fucking sucks.
I loved it. I love it. Was amazing. The
you
best
should get on
time.
your radio shows, Tim. Go
Tim gets on Jim.
Fucking my chauffeur. What the fuck was that?
Tim does. Tim is in my chat. You're not, Mark.
Yeah.
Well,
Tim's
because
in the
I'm
chat
with my
room.
girlfriend, I'm kind of pussy whipped. But no, I'm not pussy whipped.
That's
But
Ted Nugent.
I love Audra. She rules.
She does.
I've
Good
never
girl.
had
I still don't know what the fuck she's doing with you.
I never had a woman like her, and it's amazing. But
She's a good woman, dude. You got to
But
get
you know
one,
what
man.
we got on tomorrow on Freeform, Jerry? And Tim was on that episode. It was a redone episode. Black Sabbath Dehumanizers coming out tomorrow. We recorded that, and then we had to scrap it.
Yeah, we had some technical issues.
Technical mooger
It just seems
difficulties.
like we did that one. How many are we in the can? How many do we have in the can?
Only 4.
Oh, okay.
5. But we need to do another, we need to do a couple Tuesdays or
Well, we got to get
Mondays.
off our asses then.
We need to, because we're gonna miss New Year's and Christmas episodes and shit. We need to do.
I'll never be able to do Tuesdays starting in January.
I'm talking about Mondays. We could do Mondays.
That reminds me, I got to tell. Never mind. I'm not going to mention it on here.
I know what you're gonna say, but we like I said, we could do a Monday or a Wednesday.
We'll figure it out.
Extra free form.
All right. Yeah, we'll get a couple more in the can.
Put a poll in the chat, Mark.
I don't pull. I got a poll in the
I
chat.
ain't doing shit Christmas Day. We could do 5 shows on Christmas Day if you want.
I'm gonna be gone. But the poll in the chat that I got right now: who made the best Eagles solo albums? It'll be
Don Henley.
Don Henley.
Joe Walsh.
Yeah. Don Henley.
Joe Walsh.
What
James
pre or
Walsh has a
post
good
Eagles?
one.
I don't count Joe Walsh. His was before he joined the band.
I'm talking about James Gang. Who made the best albums?
Yeah, but those are before he was in the band. I'm talking about
Yeah.
80s and stuff.
I'm talking about all.
In general, yeah, Joe Walsh.
Joe Walsh. Yeah.
I'm talking about post Eagles. Don
Yes.
Henley.
All right,
I
Jerry.
thought Glenn Fry's were fucking terrible in my
Glenn
opinion.
Fry's were terrible. He had 3 good songs.
Except for Party Town. Party Town was a cool
He had Smuggler's Blues,
Smuggler's
Party
Blues.
Town,
Great
and
I
video.
Belong to
hated
the
that
City.
song.
Smuggler's
Oh, it
Blues.
belonged to the city. I hated that fucking
I love
song.
that song. But Jerry,
Yeah.
take us the
The
fuck
heat is
out.
on. Well,
I
what do
don't
I
need
got?
this.
Jimmy, what do you got going
Yeah.
on, Jimmy?
Mark, you keep interrupting him when he's trying
Sorry.
to talk to people.
Yeah, this is
Just
do you
my
got,
new podcast on great underwater basket weavers of the 18th century should be fascinating. So
Are you
You
going
got
to
a
talk about
listener
Shirley
in
I'll
me.
be falling asleep soon. What's
you got
that?
like a 4.5-hour episode, I hope, on that, right?
Yeah. The
Awesome.
first one is the first one.
Hey,
is-
Jerry, you're going to make one
it's a
on
deep
churning.
dive, no pun intended.
Jerry's going to make one on churning butter.
Yeah.
Jerry, take us
Mark.
out, bitch.
Okay.
Okay,
What
go
do I got going on? Let's see. I got a radio show too on Tuesdays from 4 to 7 Eastern called the 3 Shots Down Experience. I have a podcast called the 3 Shots Down podcast, which we just did a show last night about 45 years since John Lennon's assassination. We talked a little bit about what happened during that day, the aftermath and all that. Actually, it was pretty long-winded in points, so I hope Kate kind of edits a lot of that stuff. But It was fun.
You were
Fun,
long-winded.
a fun, dark topic. I hardly said anything. I just said the first day, like first 5 minutes. You won't hear me much after that. But anyway, what else? BS Sessions, of course, a freeform rock podcast. Fucking whatever. Going to a few concerts here coming up. Going to school. Got a lot of shit going on, man. I'm pretty happy with.
For a retired person, you're awful busy.
I was worried about that when I retired, saying, "Man, I'm going to get one of those people to get bored and die of boredom." Because I think that's what it does. When you retire, you don't do anything. I think that kind of like speeds up the process. But anyway, thank you all, Mark, Joseph, Tim, Jimmy, Larry, Curly, Mel, all you guys for being here tonight, man. Always great to have you. And Jimmy, you need to come out more often. The rest of you guys, you're always fucking on. So
come on more often. I'm basically Mark's bits now.
Yeah. Anyway, Mark, always love doing this with you, dude. Thank you again for starting this podcast. I appreciate it. And you all have a merry. Well, no, we'll see you next week. But if we don't see any of you next week, Merry Christmas, all that stuff.
Happy
And, rock and roll.
Hanukkah, Kwanzaa,
Keep it
whatever
real.
you celebrate.
Keep
But
it
I'm
real.
just gonna say subscribe, like, and we are moving after January 6th to Wednesday nights.
Yes.
So.
Oh yeah, good point. Yes.
All right, let's get the fuck out
All
of
right,
here.
guys, take care.
Peace,
Take care, everybody.
Good night.
Bye.